What's good? What's poppin'? How's it going, everyone? I see the chat's booming. Terrapin, what's up? How's it going? Nice to see you in here. I saw you last night in another chat. It was a little hype for chat. It's good to see you here as well. Bradley, what's poppin'? What's poppin' with you, baby boy? How's it going? Oh wow, we're really going. Slayer, what's up? I hope it's. I don't know. You're new to this chat, so I hope it's Slayer. If it's not Slayer, let me know. If you want to be called something else, let me know. I'll be happy to call you whatever you want. Terrapin, I've been trying to nap before class, but this will be lovely to fall asleep to. I hope we don't put you to sleep, but I mean, I hope we're relaxing enough that you're enjoying your time here to be able to calmly drift away. That'd be lovely. AJ, what's poppin'? How's it good? Good to have you here. Money Spy, what's good? What's up? I actually saw your Be a Kid request in the Discord, so we might be talking soon, but we'll see. A good way to go to bed. Exactly, Nitro, or just Slayer. Slayer works fine? Okay, Slayer, I'll call you Slayer. AJ, brand new whip just hopped in. I'll get some epic rest, gamer, says our guest. Yo, Julia, what's up? I love y'all so much too, Tara. Woo! All right, yo, Blue, what's up? How's it going? Thanks for joining. We got some of the Galaxy Squad in here, I see, and some of the Dre Squad too. I got the homies in here. What's up? What's poppin'? Okay, so first things first. We're gonna pop on the queue here before we forget to do that, like last time, because I cannot remember how to do that. I didn't not remember how to do that last time. So we're gonna pop that on now. That's up. Also, a couple things to talk about. So first thing is we're gonna have Discord game night tomorrow night. It's gonna be poppin'. It's gonna be fuego. Fuego, is that the word? I know I speak English. I don't speak any other language. I'm terrible. Breadcrumbs. Breadcrumbs sounds good. I will call you breadcrumbs. That sounds good to me. The Discord game night, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I believe. Pretty sure. But yeah, so if you guys are interested, we're going to be playing some games. I don't know 100%. I'm thinking Jackbox. I know there's a lot of people pushing for Among Us. I don't know if we're going to do that this week. We might do it next week. But if you guys are interested in playing something else, let me know on the Discord. !Discord. Bradley, if you can hit them with it, if you're still in here. I know you said you might be busy today, but if you hit them with an !Discord, you will get the Discord link, and I hope that you guys will pop in there because you guys are not going to want to miss that. Thank you, Breadcrumbs, for that follow. Appreciate it. Also, like I said a little bit earlier, after this stream today, if you have filled out a Become a Kid form, or if you haven't already and you want to become a mod, it's called Become a Kid in our residence, as we call it, in our Discord. If you haven't joined already, please join it. We'd love to see you there. We have a lot of fun there, lots of questions, lots of game nights. Our guest is in there, and he's actually, after today, is going to be inaugurated into one of the house guest positions. So you'll be able to see him streaming all the time, which I think is awesome. But go in there if you want to be a mod. Become a Kid is the mod screen. Imagine being a kid, right, Bradley? Silly. Just so you guys know, Bradley is our oldest kid in the household, and so he will be. He's one of the OG kids, if you will. But yeah, go fill that form if you're interested in being a mod. If you have any interest or anything like that. Unfortunately, I can't accept everyone, so I'm very sorry. I hope all of you guys will hang out with me, even if you aren't a. Don't become a kid. Maybe in the future. Maybe we can have some more in the future. Depends on how big this gets. The Discord, it's a sick Discord. Thank you, Breadcrumbs. Appreciate that. Another thing I want to talk about. Hidden commands. So there's still 5 redacted commands that trigger off either chat alerts or things that happen on stream and other things like that. But no one's found anything yet. There's 5 of them. And no one's found anything yet. So those are still up for grabs. If anyone has any ideas, I would suggest ! And try something and see. Bradley's on the hunt. He literally said to me, he was begging me. He's like, what is it? What? And I was like, you're not going to find out until you find out like everyone else. You gotta wait like everyone else. Can't just use them and abuse them. But yeah, that's a little bit about kind of today. If you guys are interested, !chat to join the chat. I got some bit of feedback on the merch, and so we might be bringing up some new merch. We also might be doing a giveaway soon for like maybe $20 Amazon card. I don't know. Let me know if you guys are interested. Let me know in the Discord though, because that's where I want to really hear it. And if you have any other ideas of things we could do instead of a Amazon gift card, let me know. Thank you, Bradley. Appreciate that for posting up that. If you guys haven't seen the TikTok, there's a TikTok this morning that got posted. I mean, we can wait a minute and you guys can go watch the TikTok if you like. But it's from our last guest, Cam, and actually Grandma Galaxy, if from the Galaxy Squad that's in here. I know there's quite a few of you guys in here. I would go check that out. It's definitely worth the watch. It's very, very wholesome. It's a good way to start your day, if you will. So, back to our guest. Today's guest has acquired 270 plus subscribers just last night during a stream due to his amazing community and fascinating content. Our guest can typically be found speedrunning Resident Evil 4, making hilarious puns, or talking about his previous job making bomb-ass bubble tea. Today, our main goal will be to make a connection, to be able to see where he comes from and how he views life. Welcome, Justin, also known as Ultimate Friend, to the conversation. You're good.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? What's up? It's going great. First of all, I just want to say thank you so much again for having me on here. It is such an honor. Sure. I love the show. I love what you're doing.
Thank you.
I think it's fucking awesome, and I'm just so stoked to be here, man.
For sure. Just looking at the chat here before we get kind of into it a little bit. AJ, this is the brand new PC. It's the quality. Isn't the quality so much better? Like than like the
Epic Gamer,
last, right? It's
PC.
It's that gamer quality PC vibes. Slayer says, and to the glorious seal.
The glorious, yes, the Jeffrey seal. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
D-Slayer's been there since the beginning.
See.
Yeah, you see now. Yeah, so yeah, that's a whole story in itself, and we get into that later. The origins of the Jeffrey Seal emote.
Sounds good. What the hell happened last time I watched you? We were at 3 viewers, me, Bradley, and Finn. Congrats, man. Thank you, Jordan. I appreciate that, dog. Thank you for coming back too. That's what I appreciate more than anything, and spending more time with us. That's awesome. I love that. Slayer with the emotes. Can it run Crisis, bro? I don't know. Haven't tried yet. Maybe I will have to try that soon.
We can run Crisis.
We can okay.
It can run every Crisis at the same time.
I can have a crisis. I can have a midlife crisis while I'm running Crisis. Yeah, thank you, Bradley. Guest, yes. Okay, first off, hold on a second. If you guys have not followed our guest today, what are you doing? I'm confused because you should be. So go follow our guest. We will wait. You can go click onto his profile, come back. Oh, sorry, follow, come back. I mean, subscribe if you'd like to. That'd be even better too. But I'm not going to tell you what to do. But follow at least. Do that for him. It'll be worth it, and you will see in the next 2.5, maybe 3 hours why that'll be a good investment of your time. Terrapin with a seal emote. Abnormal, what's up? How's it going? Good to see you in here today. Thank you for coming in and popping by. I'm hope I'm following. I sure hope you are too.
I hope Terrapin is following too. That'd be kind of awkward.
AJ says, "Will you do a Resident Evil 4 Wii speedrun in the future?"
Okay, so I have the technology. All right, I have the technology to do a Resident Evil 4 Wii speedrun. However, that will be a learning process. The difference between those playing it on the PC and playing it on the Wii. The Wii is locked at 30 frames per second. It's an entirely different route, which I have not learned.
Oh.
So it would be a bit of a learning curve, but the Wii edition is sick. So I might do that.
Okay.
Maybe
so,
one day.
AJ,
maybe one day.
Worth the follow. Okay. I will say, AJ, worth the follow. Good idea, first off. Second off, probably the most smart technological person that I've met on this platform so far is our guest today, Justin. The way he can kind of think about things about Twitch, the things he can think about things as far as, Resident Evil, as you just saw. The boy knows his tech. Drunk Resident Evil 4 Wii speedrun.
We got services.
Yeah, no, Jordan, it's awesome to see that you're in the stream here. I'm very excited that you're in here. I hope you stay around for a little while. The stream is popping. since you've been in here last, and I'd all to you guys for hanging out with me and deciding that, hey, I'm worth the time for you guys. So I appreciate that so much.
And in
Uh,
on my end too. If you guys aren't following Brent already, better do it. I'm watching you. All right. I see you. I see you guys.
we actually, I don't know if you know this, but you had 4 people follow yesterday.
I did. I
Or,
saw that.
No, sorry,
I did
6
see that.
actually. 6. Sorry, I'm reading that wrong. 6 people follow just from your shout out yesterday. So like people are like, yo.
No, I saw that, and I very much appreciate that.
Dre, what's up? What's good? This is one of our house guests. Dre is in the chat. What's happening?
Dre followed you last night too. How's it going, man?
Did he really? Awesome. That's great.
Yeah, it was while I was streaming.
Awesome. Well, we love Dre
Saw
here.
me ethically gaming.
I don't know if are you into Valorant?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who else? Like, so okay. It's a love-hate relationship.
That's like
because
everyone I've met so far.
Okay, listen. When Valorant came out, so into it. Epically gaming Valorant every night. I buy the $70 Prime skins when they first come out. I have the drip. I have the passion.
The drip.
But then, tragedy strikes. The tragedy. I didn't have enough gamers to play it with.
No.
And the gamers that I did play it with weren't available all the time. So it fizzled out. It fizzled out. It's definitely a game that I have to play like with the boys. You know what I mean?
So after stream, some of the house guests are getting together and playing Valorant. If you're interested, since after the stream you will be a part of the house guests, you're more than welcome to join. If anyone else is interested in joining, join the Discord. I mean, we'll probably be hanging out in there.
That's right. If you guys aren't in the Discord, on my end, y'all better get in there. All right, I'm watching you.
Saw me.
All right.
This guy over here.
Telling you.
Go through the chat here. Dre. Oh, it's Dre says, "What's yeah, Fall Brand." Thank you. Bradley said, other than CJ, any other mods like in the Discord or here? I don't think so. I mean, well, there's Streamlabs, but we've already talked about that last stream, and I mean, Streamlabs isn't a friendly mod, if you will. I only unfollowed if it's like pretty darn funny. Okay, if I only unfollow if it's like pretty darn funny. I don't understand what you're. Huh? I'm sorry, I don't understand. Welcome back, Dre. Yes, what's up, Dre? Exactly. What it do? Valis Love, it totally is. Dre, you're so right. Like, I've played for probably maybe 2-3 days, and I'm already like, why did I do this to myself? But I also am like, that's all I can think about when I'm not playing it. So I'm like, it's.
Oh, I know what D-Slayer was referencing, by the way. Yeah, he unfollowed me as a joke once back when I was at 70 followers to keep me at the lovely 69.
Crisp.
And he almost forgot to refollow, and he by happenstance remembered.
Actually,
D-Slayer's a real one, dude.
On Dre's stream, that was when we actually before we started the stream, we were at 69, and through shoutouts and stuff like that, we literally popped right before the stream started to 70, and it just kept on popping up because I mean, the homies. I'm sorry, Jordan. I see your message there. I'm sorry that happened to you. I hope everything's getting better for you, and I hope things look up and up. If you want to reach out to
Jordan,
let us know.
We're gonna throw some good vibes your way today, my dude.
For sure. Hang out with us. Come hang and chill and talk with us. And I mean, trust me, it is not the same stream that you watched a couple months ago. It is a very different vibe here now, and in my opinion, it's a lot better. Slayer says Riot Games cannot make a game that doesn't have something hate built in.
That's true.
I can't say it wrong there. Discord mod already joined. No worries. I know my job.
Yeah, Terrapin's my main admin for my Discord.
That's what I love about too is having everyone on every single time. There's someone from each community that comes in.
Absolutely.
And they're like just the best vibes. That's all I can say. Thank you, Dre, for the host. By the way, I just saw that too. Sorry, I didn't say that earlier.
The host, that's huge.
Hoster. Let's go. If anyone wants drinks, Bradley, you know the drill. Yes, sir. All right, so part of this, I have a question. Let's go. We prepared a little bit of this, and the newest segment, probably to the intro of this thing, is 2 truths, 1 lie. So I'm going to let you have the floor, and you're going to tell us 2 truths and 1 lie. Obviously, not telling us which one is which yet. And the chat is going to answer and see what they think is the truth and lie, and then I will guess, and then you'll let us know. So you have.
All right. So, in preparation for this, I wrote a book of mini secrets.
Oh.
Several truths several lies, and I picked out the most confusing ones. All right.
Okay.
All right. And if anyone from my side, if you know any of these, better be quiet. All right. Don't spoil it. All right. Be chill. Okay. My first one. I own 2 cars, but I don't drive them. Next. I play violin. Next. I used to live in Hawaii. There you go.
Ooh. Okay.
There you go. There you go.
All right. So we got you own 2 cars, but you don't drive either of them. Is that right?
Yeah, that's what I say.
The
That's what I
second
said.
one was you play violin, and the third one is that you used to live in Hawaii. If it's not too much of a spoiler, and I'm saying this because if it is a spoiler, just say sorry, no.
Sure.
Where do you live now?
Not a spoiler at all. I live in Washington at the moment, and I'm very open about like where I'm at and everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys think, chat? Is it 1, 2, or 3? What is the lie in those 3 factoids, if you will?
To be any of them. Do you guys really think I have 2 cars? Do you guys really think I lived in Hawaii? Look at me.
That's
I play violin.
I don't know. That's what I'm.
So
that's
much
what I'm
grace.
thinking. I'm thinking, Tara. I want to know what you know, Terrapin. But I mean, we're gonna find out together in a second. What do you guys think? I feel like your chat just knows you too well, and everyone's just staying quiet because they're like, I know too much. If I told you, I would have to kill you. Type of vibes.
Yeah.
I don't. What do you guys think, chat? That's what I'm wondering. First off, 3, Jordan. Okay, I see. That's what I'm leaning to too. I'm thinking. Bradley, what do you think too as well? I'm thinking 3. The reason why is no hate, but just like myself, we are very not tannable looking.
And that is a fair assumption. And
I feel like
All right.
Hawaii, as beautiful of a place as it is, it's not made for for very.
Whoa. You don't think I would blend straight in Hawaii?
I don't. Ooh.
Really?
Ooh.
I don't know. Are you sure?
The
Are you sure?
violin's a good one too. Okay, these are 3 good ones because I could see them all being true. So actually, that's the twist.
That's the best kind, right?
Yes, right. Okay. See, the last one I had an idea of, but I still guessed wrong. We need to have like a Bradley. That's another thing too. I need you to start like writing down which ones I get right and which ones I get wrong, and see if I actually tally these things properly. Bradley, have you seen Mr. Justin in Hawaii? I'm kidding. Don't expose snaps on stream, please. Don't want that happening. Go to Discord for that in your thing. Okay, well, I guess we're doing it.
I mean, listen, Bradley. I love spam. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. All right.
Terrapin says, I'm shaking and foaming in the mouth like a rabid chihuahua.
Well, spam for every meal.
Well,
right,
Terrapin, have you met Bradley's dog? If you haven't, go into Wash Your Pets in the Discord chat, and you'll see Bradley's dog, because his is practically what you're describing, or at least judges us like he is one. So, what I'm going to say is, you said he's not 3? Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go with my mods here because I have a lot of trust in my mods.
I'm like, no. I'm throwing a wrench in that. Now he thinks 3 is true. Maybe I just did my research. You don't know.
What did you say? Sorry, I missed what you said because I was too busy laughing at Terrapin's comment.
Oh, I said. It was really for Bradley. I said I eat spam and I love spam and I eat spam for every meal.
Oh.
That's a little bit of a Hawaii meme for him. But again, maybe I don't know that from personal experience. Maybe I know someone from Hawaii. Maybe I stole that from them. Maybe I just did some research. All right. Who is to say?
Okay.
Where I get
I'm going to
knowledge
say you live in Washington State, so you must drive. Violin, I wouldn't put it past you because you're a smart guy. And Hawaii. Okay, I'm going to have to go with my original one. I'm going to say Hawaii is the lie. What is the lie?
I do not play violin.
Wow, bamboozled again.
Get pranked, everybody! I win! Yes.
I can't believe that.
No,
That's
Bradley had it. Bradley had
okay.
it.
So explain
Yeah.
first off the first one, the cars. Let's go.
Yeah. So okay. I have a very complicated history with driving. That complicated history being I don't like it very much. I know that was frustrating for you,
I'm so
Terrapin. I'm
sorry,
sorry.
Terrapin.
Terrapin knew all of those, by the way.
I'm so sorry, Terrapin.
I think a lot of my community did. So, okay. Fun fact about me, I did not get my driver's license until I was 20, which
Okay.
it's a little old. It's a little on the older side around. Usually kids are dying to get it when they turn 16.
Me.
Not me. Not me. I was always scared of driving. You were correct, Bradley. Absolutely. You got it. You got it. Number 2, violin was the line. Let's go. Yes.
Let's go.
So, but when I first moved away from my parents' place, I actually moved to Idaho. And the thing about Idaho, where I was at, is kind of more of a rural area. So public transportation wasn't really an option. So I was kind of in this position where it's like, if I wanted to do anything, if I wanted to get a job, if I wanted to go to school, I had to drive. So my parents, they had just recently bought a new car, a Tesla, actually.
Ooh, we're big fans of Tesla here.
I know you are. I know you are. And they had had this. It's a 2004 Pacifica, which is basically like a mom van.
Yeah.
That car was always destined to be my car. When I got my driver's license. So when I moved away from my parents' place, I moved to Idaho. I got my driver's license. I got that car. That car is mine. And that was what I was using for a long time. And then there was a period of time where, so right now I live in Washington with my fiance, and we'll go into my whole moving around. I've lived all over West Coast in different states.
For sure.
But yeah, when the original plan for us was that she was actually going to move to Idaho, and my uncle had a 1995 Jeep Cherokee that he was willing to sell for me for very cheap. It was like $700 or something like that. So of course I was like, hell yeah. Then like, my fiance will have a car to drive. Also, I can have a car that I can actually see out of, because the mom van it's just a big blind spot, dude. You can't see anything out of that car. So that's how I ended up owning 2 cars. And by meaning I don't drive them, like I said, I live in Washington now. My cars are not in Washington.
Oh,
they are both in Idaho.
This guy has big brain.
Yeah, big brain, dude. Bradley, thank you for hanging out.
Yeah, Bradley, thank you.
I appreciate you so much for hanging out, and congrats on getting it correct.
For sure. Thank you, Bradley, for stopping in. It's all good.
But yeah, so it's not that I can't drive them. It's that I don't right now, just because I don't have them. And honestly, to tell you the truth, man, if I did have them, I would drive them as little as possible.
That's
if
fair.
I could go the rest of my life without driving ever again, I totally would. It's not even for anything particular. I was never, as a kid, I was never like in a bad car accident or anything. It was just, I have a lot of anxiety. Driving brings it out of me.
Okay.
It was something
fair.
I just
fair enough.
comfortable.
So that's
okay.
That's
the explanation of the first one.
a lot of people in the residence know Ali Gra, my girlfriend, and she is very similar. She has very similar anxiety towards driving, and it's something that I think is fairly common. Not something that I've recently had any issues with in the past, but something that I definitely understand better now that I have someone who's very close to me that feels that way, and so that kind of makes sense.
That's so funny.
Number 2 is just completely a lie. Is there any truth to that
number 2 is a lie
at all?
Okay, so I'll explain that. I have this on my channel. I am a multi-instrumentalist. I play a lot of different instruments. Cello is one of them. But primarily I'm a bass player right now. I've done a lot of things. Like, one of my truths originally was going to be that I play 20 different instruments. I was thinking about going with that one, but I decided against it. So like, I started off playing cello when I was a kid. And the reason I picked cello instead of like violin or anything else was just because I thought it sounded fucking cool, man. Like, I don't know. It was just something about it. It just drew me to it. And I loved playing cello, but I eventually kind of got a little bored with it. And I was like, you know what? I need to move on to something else. So my little kid brain was like, percussion. You can play a million instruments if you're in percussion. You'll never be bored again, Justin. Little did I know. So I joined percussion. So obviously in percussion, you play like a bunch of different like little you know, little things that you play triangle, play a little bit of triangle, dude. Catch me on that triangle, dude. I got. Listen, you want to talk about?
I do a mean triangle.
I got the triangle tech, my dude. Play mean triangle. I was actually primarily I played snare drum and drum set.
Okay.
That was my thing, and then so through percussion I learned a lot of different instruments. Then after that I switched to bass. And while I never played violin, one of the things I'm very passionate about is collecting instruments. Even if I don't necessarily know how to play them, and I do want to own a violin one day. But also cool in the music world,
and to play.
Absolutely. In the music world, there's actually a whole meme about like bass versus violin. like they don't like each other. We're always at war with each other. It's the whole thing, which is like I'm gonna bridge the gap by playing both.
Wow, he's a real trendsetter. So my real question, I guess my first actual question to you would be: do you drop the bass?
Oh, I drop the bass. I drop it all the time. It's actually broken because I keep dropping it so much.
And then the third one, Hawaii. You lived in Hawaii.
I did live in Hawaii for a little bit. I lived in Hawaii for it wasn't too long. It was a couple of months. And again, it was like I mentioned before, I've moved around a lot. One of those moves was I actually moved to Hawaii. So my fiance, she was like born in Hawaii, and she has like a lot of strong family ties out there. So during college, she was actually living there with her parents. And it was probably like her junior year of college, I believe. I ended up moving out there too, but it just didn't really work out. Like I wasn't able to get a job as quickly as I thought I was going to. Money started running out.
Which island were you on, by the way, too? Sorry.
I lived on Oahu, in Makaha specifically.
Okay.
Yeah, it was fun. Like it was fun. Like we would go to like Honolulu, and like we went around all of the, saw all the sites. It's a very small island. You can definitely like go to Oahu for like a week, and you can see everything there for sure. But it's a beautiful place. I did not get much sun, believe it or not. It's funny. My fiance will intentionally pull me into like shadows and things like that. Just to because I sunburn incredibly easily. As you can probably.
So as
guess.
I said, we're very similar in that way. That's why I was like, I don't know if we survive well in Hawaii. Like I've been to Hawaii twice.
No, we wouldn't. But and like we talked about like potentially moving back out there sometime, or like owning a home out there. And I'm like, I don't think I can be there long term. I don't think I would survive. I would just be constantly sunburned. Well, okay, one of two things is gonna happen. I'm gonna get epically tan, or I'm gonna get sunburned. Chad the Deviant.
I know.
It's the Deviant, his own self.
He's here. The man.
He's here.
Not really the myth.
The leader of Deviant Nation.
Myth? Maybe? I don't know. He's not really much of a myth, but he's legend.
He's a legend.
What's up, Chad? How's it going? CJ?
What's up?
I don't know. We're going to do this name thing again, and
I know.
going to be completely fucked, because that's what happened last time.
Yes, sir. Yes, you.
What happened?
Legend?
What happened? Cut it out. What happened to the kitchen sink? What'd you do? Jeez, man.
The kitchen sink flooded.
And by the way, you were not that late, because Bradley just left. He had to go. So you're perfect timing. So now I have one mod coming for another mod. The plumbing cracked and it blew up. Damn.
Oh, damn, dude. I'm sorry.
I hope it's an easy fix for the plumber guy that comes in and fixes it. Or unless you're able to fix it. Because, I mean, you're a smart dude.
I hope that isn't too much damage.
I had my PC open for the stream, then boom. I fixed it. That's good.
Oh, you fixed it.
There, boy. This guy, great with his hands. Great with pipes. What more can I say?
You got it.
All right, so that's a little bit about you for the Two Truths, One Lie. Thank you. That was a good one. That one had me stumped. That was a really good one.
I was telling my fiance them, and she was like, those all sound like lies to me, and I was like, perfect.
They also like truth to me.
What's up, Chad? How you doing?
So my first question for you today. So this is about how you know you're not late. CJ's, because I'm asking the first real question. I mean, I asked him one question, but this is the first real question that I'm going to ask you today. Is what made you want to begin streaming?
Thank you so much for asking that. I feel like I do get asked that occasionally on stream, but I love talking about it. So, man, where do I even begin? It's kind of difficult. So, like, I always wanted to be in a position where I could be somewhat like creative, and I wanted to like somehow put myself out there, right? And throughout my whole life, I was very, very insecure. Like again, like I was a musician Concerts were the fucking worst for me, man. Like I was so nervous every single time I could perform, but like the process of like, getting up there, it was just it sucked, like everyone gets nervous. I mean, people get nervous.
I agree with CJ on
like,
that. Insecure? Looking that good?
Hey,
exactly.
Bro, you're gonna make me blush, bro. Nah, so like I always wanted to put myself out there. I was always on like YouTube as a kid, and it's funny because usually when people like have issues like appearing public, when it comes to online creation, I feel like they tend to go towards YouTube where they can kind of control everything.
Yep.
And for me, it was just like editing is not something that comes natural to me. And like I'm slowly getting the hang of it now. I'm just now like trying to figure out how to edit my streams to TikToks, which you've seen.
Done a great job, by the way, so far.
Thank you. I'm trying. It's hard for me. I feel like, dude, if I've ever felt like a boomer, like I feel like a boomer now.
You can't say that. You are younger than me, Justin. You cannot say this.
Not by much. Not by much. Okay. It's like what, 11 months? You're December
yes,
baby. Am I correct?
Yeah.
No, we're not that much older than me. But yeah, I always wanted to put myself out there, but I just struggled forever figuring out the way I wanted to do it. And my first streams, my real talk first stream was, I was like 19 and I had just moved out of my parents' place, and I booted up Kingdom Hearts 1 from my PS4, no cam, no mic, and I was like, this is what I want to do. And so like so like I picked live streaming. I don't know, I really believe it was something I just really believed in, and I genuinely do feel that people can like create something for themselves on the internet. I think live streaming is a big part of it. I don't think it's the only way to go about it. Again, as you know, I've kind of like really immersed myself in just research about Twitch and about like social media and everything. I'm honestly like, I'm still kind of like in my early phases of like my real rollout of being like a streamer. So I'm still kind of like in that research phase. But yeah, no, I always wanted to put myself out there, and Twitch just seemed like the most accessible way to do it, because again, it didn't require like the most expensive camera. It didn't require the most expensive microphone. I didn't have to know any editing, which that was not true at all, because I had to learn how to like make my overlays and,
right?
And like I did not know what I was getting into back in the day.
For sure.
So yeah, and that was kind of like my start of it. And really I just wanted to put myself out there. I wanted to create something for myself. And somehow share my passions with other people, and Twitch seemed like the best way to go about that, just because it's so it's so interactive, like live streaming.
Totally.
You're talking to chat, you're engaging in conversation, and that's the goal. Is you want to make connections with people. Hey. Yeah, so that was kind of originally why, and then like what happened was like I had this like period of time. It was right before I went back to school, because I was originally a college dropout at like I did my first semester, it didn't go well, and when I finally, after a few years, I was working and I decided to go back to school, I had a little bit of free time. I had a couple months of free time, and I started streaming. Didn't know what I was doing. I actually have a couple viewers from that time that still hang out to this day, which I think is insane. But man, I streamed for like 3 months and I got something like 37 followers, and then I stopped for a year, and I recently came back in January, and I'm back where I am now with the knowledge. I did the research this time around, but I was streaming like, man, I was streaming like Modern Warfare. I was streaming fucking Legends of Runeterra, which is the Riot Games card game. Sea of Thieves. I was like a very different streamer back in the day.
Very variety. What Modern Warfare, if you mind me asking, because it's
Oh, it was the one with It was the one with the first battle royale thing. Was it Blackout?
Blackout, yeah. Modern Warfare 3 or 4, I think.
It's something like that. Like honestly, I'm not too big on COD these days, but yeah, and I would stream it with like one of my buddies, and we would like do like co-streams, and we realized
let's go.
We'd be like, our titles would be like playing Call of Duty with at this guy, and and just looking back now, I'm like, oh god, I didn't even put any emojis. What are you doing?
Emojis are the whole brand.
Exactly, dude.
So, first off, I'm just going back on chat for a second. Jordan, welcome back in. Second off,
back in, Jordan.
I didn't know we had an ultimate command, but I quickly went over to Streamlabs and I was like, excuse me? Like, I'm okay with it, but it definitely surprised me when I literally just looked at the commands and was like, I didn't put that on. And then all of a sudden something goes
Jordan's correct. It was Black Ops 4. It was Black Ops 4.
We have quite a few
right.
not Black Ops, Call of Duty fans in this chat, or there was.
Gamers.
We lost Bradley, which was one of the bigger ones too. Yeah.
Yeah, some of my fondest memories of that time was with my he's like my main moderator, like on the Twitch side of things. His name is Kid Poison 27. If you ever hung out, you might have seen his name in there, or you heard me reference him before. One of the things that we used to do when I was back when I was working full time, I had some money to spare. We would bet COD points on each other.
Oh wow!
And straight up, we put like several $100s into COD points for Black Ops 4. We'd be like, bro, pull an all-nighter with me. And he'd be like, nah, bro, I'm going to go to sleep. I'm like, but do it for COD points, though. And he'll be like, bet.
See, that's where it makes more fun. See, that's the type of stuff I'm trying to get CJ pushing for more, and like and things like that, because that's who stays up late with me most nights. Is So if that's I don't know. I think you're gonna assimilate well with the house guests. I'm pretty confident.
I hope so.
My next question for you: what are the 3 things that are on your bucket list?
Oh man. Okay. There's definitely more than 3, but I'll try my best.
3 top ones then.
Okay, so 1, I'm a weeb. All right, that anime shit, that manga, I'm on it constantly. All right, it's my favorite stuff. All right,
okay.
I've been a weeb since I was 11 years old. All right, I'm all about it.
Self-aware weeb. We like it.
Of course, I'm very self-aware. Which is my one. The one thing I got going for me is I'm self-aware about it. I do want to go to Japan though. I do want to go to Japan. My fiance and I both. My fiance is not a weeb, by the way, but she also just wants to go to Japan because pretty and food.
Me too.
I want to go there and I want to eat all the food. I want to go buy all the stuff. Just once, at least just once. For sure. I mean, we've talked about potentially like living there for like a minute, because the way the direction we're heading is that we're both able to work from home, so we're actually not going to be too tied down to any singular place. But yeah, so visiting Japan would be definitely one of them. You can't stand anime. That's a hot take, dude. That's a hot take.
Yeah, really though. You better be careful in these sides of the streets, Jordan.
Mods? Please?
Right, yeah.
Oh wait, it's not my stream. Sorry.
It's okay. We got mods in here. Don't worry. We'll keep him on a.
All right. The green sword might need to get on the sheath. No, I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah, for sure though. Let's go.
Okay, so another one.
Yeah, so that's number 1. Is that Japan? Is that what you're saying? Going to Japan is number 1?
Yeah, visiting Japan is one of them. Let's see. Number 2, I want to be able. Okay, this is kind of like a weird one. I want to be able to retire, right? But I want to do it while being able. I want to be able to work from home. All right.
Fair.
That is like, and that's a weird thing to have like on your bucket list.
I get
like, it. Is career related, but no, I desperately want to be able to work from home, and pushing to be able to do that is not kind of what I'm doing right now. Actually, it is fucking huge for me. I want to be, because like, you know, like my dad, and I'm very tight with him. He was gone a lot. He was working all of the time, and like I respect him for it, and I love him very much for it. But I want to be there all the fucking time. I want to be there with my family all the time. I don't want to have to, like, you know, be gone 16 hours a day. Of course. You know, months at a time. Like it was a whole thing. Like I want to be able to be there for my family. And part of that in my vision is being able to work from home. You hate Naruto, especially, Jordan. That's fair. I can understand that. No, I'm just kidding.
The
egg. Well.
So the third one, then. Well, first off, actually, sorry. I guess I should ask: is streaming your ideal end goal here?
Hmm.
would that be something that you?
No,
No.
it's 100% part of it though.
Okay.
So I don't see myself just streaming, not in the slightest. I see I want to own like several like businesses within this. So like streaming is part of it. I see streaming more, and this is the direction I eventually want to go. Streaming is going to be more of like the like community hub of everything. That streaming I want to be like where my audience can actually interact with me and where we can hang out.
Gotcha.
That's the direction I see it going. So right now I am primarily a streamer. That's mainly because I don't have the knowledge on like editing videos and things like that, and that's stuff I'm slowly learning. But like I want to be an all around like content creator. I want to, I want to be on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram, everything, and then also have my streaming stuff where people can actually interact with me, because that's what it's all about in the end. Is like you want to be able to interact with your audience.
Course,
That's kind of why I do things. I want to be able to talk to people, right? Why I stream in the first place, like, so streaming by itself is definitely not the end goal, but is 100% a very integral part of it.
So I'm watching chat here, and there's a
Me
bit
too.
of a fight going on in chat.
I know. I think Jordan's trying to be controversial for the sake of being controversial. I'm going to say it.
Might be.
I'm going to say it. All right.
Hold me back.
Hey,
Hold me
Naruto
back.
and Attack on Titan. It's fine. All right. Just don't like anime. All right. Whatever.
See,
Let's chill.
I'm
Green swords, please. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm not a huge fan of anime, but I don't dislike anime. I really haven't given it a shot, to be fair with you. So.
Oh, you're Team Jordan. I understand. I'm fucking
Dead to me.
No, that's fair. So like I grew up with it. So that's a huge part of it for me.
Course.
I 100% grew up with it. And anime was not cool. It was not cool when I was growing up. You were not an
Same
epic
age.
gamer
Yep, same age.
for being
range,
into Naruto as a kid. Nowadays, like, it's much more mainstream.
Totally.
Again, like even Jordan, someone who hates anime. Jordan's talking about Naruto, Attack on Titan, My Hero Academia. Everyone, probably not everyone out there, obviously, but those are like things that you can say that most people will probably understand, right? Or at least have heard of. So I definitely think it's a lot more mainstream now, and I would definitely recommend it. If you need some anime recommendations, my dog, I got you. I can get you on the path, and I've gotten several people into anime. The one that I haven't been able to convert yet is my fiance.
See, my girlfriend is well, before she met me, she was very into anime. She still is a little bit, but not as much as from what I've seen. Like she's not watching it like when I'm around, at least. I don't think she's really watching it much anymore. However, she definitely has a big interest in anime. And then there's me. I haven't really tried, to be fair. However, anything that's not that's subtitles in languages that I don't speak or things like that, that's where you lose my interest slowly. So that cuts off some part of it from what I've heard. And then the other part of it is I don't know. I prefer. I'm not gonna say it's the only thing I watch, but I prefer is like live action type of style things and items like that against animation. Like unless it's like a Disney, then that's probably the exception. I guess would be is the Disney content for animation things. Just going through the chat
That's
here.
fair.
I just see CJ saying, "Hey y'all, my hands smell like a sewer." That is all.
God.
I'm really hoping. I'm hoping that is because of your sink and not any other reason.
Yeah, I hope that's because of the sync, bro.
AJ says, "I swear TikTok normalized anime in 2020. That might be true. Because
I agree. I think it was even before then. I think more like 2018 or so, maybe even further back. Cosplay. Cosplay is so huge on TikTok.
True.
I've been on.
Very
Listen,
true.
I'm fairly new to TikTok, mainly because you were like, "Bro, you should get on this TikTok."
He's a TikTok baby.
I'm a TikTok baby. But what I've seen, a lot of very, very successful creators putting like their cosplays on there, and I think that brings a lot of people in. People just talking like, they're sharing like anime memes and everything. That definitely brings a lot of people in. I definitely believe TikTok is a big part of it. And honestly, just like all the social medias, I mean, like how many YouTube channels are out there doing hour-long video essays on different anime? Like it's out there, man. And I love those channels. I'm following all of them, baby. Like I'm there.
If you guys haven't seen yet, Bradley has actually got you guys your drinks ready because I know we had a host earlier from Just Stray. I hope he's in here. I'm not sure if he still is because I know he's a busy man. But if you haven't already, go get your drinks in the Discord. Bradley put the link in there for you guys. If you just joined and you didn't see the link, put exclamation mark Discord and it will pop right back up for you again. And I see that we're still fighting about anime in the chat here with Jordan and CJ. We've also got the sink is the actual culprit of the sewer hands. So thank goodness. What else we got? Yes, we're still fighting about anime, but so I feel like this is gonna go on for a while. But I'll let you guys have your fun on that anime topic.
Yeah, let them have fun. You can never not fight about anime. Like, listen, even between people who love anime, they're gonna be like, bro, this is my waifu. And they're gonna be like, your waifu sucks. This is my waifu. And then it's just a bloodbath, man.
Right. Sorry, I just looked down here. Just that's why I lost a little bit of thing here. I have a work trying to call me here. Give me 1 sec while I quickly respond here.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
While we're doing that though, I want you to think about this one because it's something. This might have to take some thinking. Do you have any secret hobbies or skills that most people might not know about you? And that includes your stream too. Give me a second while you think about that while I quickly reply to this as I drop my phone.
I will have to think about that.
Sounds good. If you guys already haven't too, go follow him. There's exclamation mark guest, and you can see all of Mr. Justin's links. And if you're not following,
appreciate
why not? Give me 1 sec, guys.
Chad, you make a great point though. Like Studio Ghibli, at the very least, like, come on, everyone likes Studio Ghibli films, dude. Spirited Away, you don't like Spirited Away? Really? Come on. Yeah, see, dude, come on. My Neighbor Totoro? You're sleeping on it? Kind of cringe. I'm just gonna say it's a little cringe. All right. It's fair. No, again, like I said, if you didn't grow up with it, I can understand not enjoying it.
Okay.
I just like going outside and touching grass. Oh God.
Doesn't that make you like allergic? Like, I don't know. Like I grass. I'm like, oh.
Imagine going outside.
Yeah. Have you seen us? Imagine going outside.
Yeah, I lived in Hawaii and didn't go outside, dog. Like, come on.
Get on our level. Okay, and so have you figured out a possible secret hobby or skill that you have that most people might not know about you?
You know, sorry, my voice. It used to be speedrunning Resident Evil 4. That used to be my thing.
Fair.
But now, obviously, everyone knows that I speedrun Resident Evil 4. That used to be like a little party trick of mine. I would have like the boys would come over and I'd be like, hey guys, check this out. I'd be speedrunning RE4 and they'd be like, what the fuck are you? Holy shit! Like that used to be kind of my trick. Let's see. Oh, I'm a legend Hearthstone player. I was really into Hearthstone back in the day.
It's a real gamer.
And I say legend loosely because, like, listen, if you try hard enough in Hearthstone, you can become legend. Like, basically anyone can become legend if you grind hard enough. I am somewhat into card games, so that's a good one. Like card games. So I played Yu-Gi-Oh, like the card game, like in real life. I played in local tournaments in Washington, like in like IRL. I'm not too into it anymore. But like it was something that like a lot of my friends were into, and I kind of like got into by association. So I do have like an interest in card games, board games as well. I'm very much into board games.
Okay.
Is that Mama Lisa, by the way?
It is.
The legend? The legend?
It is. Okay, so you are well educated on this stream. I like it.
Of course. I told you I like what you're doing. I love your show,
Appreciate
man.
it. So yes, this is Mama Lisa. She's actually in a hair appointment right now. So she's actually probably watching this while she's getting her hair done.
Get your hair did. Yes.
Right? Exactly. Welcome, Mom. Thanks for coming in the stream. I didn't know if you'd have time to go today considering everything that's going on. So thank you for stopping by and saying hi. This is Justin, the wonderful ultimate friend, as he goes by on Twitch and other platforms. You can !guest and you find him on all of his things. Yes, it is Mama Lisa.
It's the real Mama Lisa. She's real. Yes. I've heard great things.
It's not much bad things to say.
No. But yeah. So card games is definitely something that fairly into, but for me specifically, it was more like the digital card games and like Hearthstone. I played a little bit of Magic the Gathering Online, or Magic the Gathering Arena, which is like the newest one that they made. Legends of Runeterra, one of my earliest streams. I don't know if D-Slayer's still in here, but the way D-Slayer found me, I was actually streaming Legends of Runeterra, the Riot Games card game, with Kid Poison 27 on his stream. I was just hanging out with him, and D-Slayer would came to my stream from that, expecting me to play Legends of Runeterra, and then I pranked him and only played Resident Evil 4, a completely different game.
It's fair. Who or what inspires you?
So two of my biggest inspirations throughout my life, I'll start with my dad.
Okay.
Like I mentioned earlier, my dad worked a lot. He's still working a lot right now. I have always looked up to my father, ever since I was a little baby boy. Ironically, I looked up to him so much that when I was in kindergarten, when we graduated kindergarten, now this was in California way back in the day. What we did for our graduations, you would go up and you would talk in front of all the parents, and you would say what you wanted to be when you grew up. And
Cute.
all these kids are like, yeah, absolutely. And all these kids were like, I want to be a policeman, I want to be a firefighter, I want to be a doctor. The teacher asked me what I wanted to be. And at first I said I wanted to be like a firefighter or something. And my teacher was like, we have too many of those, you can't do that. I was like, oh shit. So and that
You're not allowed to be that. Brain, not in this economy.
My little 4-year-old brain. Yeah, seriously. My 4-year-old brain completely blown. I had never had my ego just taken down like that. Right. And I had to think about who I really was. Who did I look up to? Of course, first man that comes in my head, my father. I go up in front of everybody and I say, everyone's like, I want to be a policeman, firefighter. I say, I want to be a dad.
Aww.
Yeah.
that was wholesome.
Pretty good reaction. Yeah. Oh, but no, and I looking back on growing up and everything, I went through all the phases, you're an edgy teenager and then everything. And I feel bad for ever giving him a hard time, because now as an adult, I realize exactly how hard he was working to provide for us. And he will never know exactly how much I respect him and look up to him. He has taught me what hard work is, what it can do for you.
Awesome.
And he's also been a very big supporter, just of everything that I do. He bought me my first fucking my instruments, right? My first instruments. He bought me those when I was in sports. Bro, he was decking me out in all the nicest sports shit, dude. He was always supportive of my hobbies. And one of the things that he said to me that I will never forget. I was going through a rough time. I was in high school. I was depressed, and I was just not doing. I was not doing well. My dad pulled me aside and was like, "Listen, man, this is gonna sound kind of silly, but he's like, I think you're a really cool kid. You do a lot of cool shit." And he didn't say it like that, but I really think you need to you have all these passions. And I was struggling with I don't have friends, and and he's like, you do cool things, and you need to share that with people. And I just don't ever forget that, man. And I was like, I that meant so much to me that my dad just approved of my hobbies and things like that. You're gonna cry. Oh gosh, Chad.
I was like, damn, me too. Damn, I said on my TikTok today, it's the most wholesome thing you see is Cam and his grandma. But damn, I might be wrong. I might be wrong. Now what? This smells like sewage. You might want to get that might not be weird. Yeah,
I don't. But no. And let me answer your question, Chad. I play a lot of different instruments. I play primarily right now. I play bass. But my main instrument is drums. That's my main shtick. But I also play cello. I play keyboard, bass guitar, not bass guitar, but bass and guitar. I play a lot of weird different instruments. You're on drums. I know you're a fucking metalhead, my dude. You and me both, man. I bet you got that double bass pedal going. I know you're riding that double bass, my dude.
Bye, Jordan, and welcome, Rhodes. How's it going, Rhodes? Sorry to cut you off there. Go.
No, you're good. You're great. Oh, of course, Chad. Yeah. I love metal. I don't even like playing like metal drums was like my favorite type of drums to play growing up. And I got really just into it. Like, listen, Avenged Sevenfold, by the way, my favorite band by like when I was growing up, that was like my jam. And that's like what started me into metal. But now these days I'm more into like death metal and things like that.
That surprised me. You don't come off the person that I would assume would be death metal person. Yeah. But okay, all right, awesome.
Avenged Sevenfold, baby. Chad gets it, hell yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, no, I have a very wide range of musical tastes. If you ever are in a car ride with me and you give me the aux cord, we're gonna be listening to like death metal. We're gonna be listening to smooth jazz. We're gonna be listening to city pop. Like, like you have no idea.
I love God.
Oh, we will become the ultimate friends. Absolutely.
Well, CJ, I don't think you were here when we started the stream, but I've acquired a couple friends to play Valorant today after stream, and you're more than welcome, of course, because you're the one who got me into Valorant. So we have Dre, who said he's interested. We have, I hope Justin. I don't know if you have time though.
I don't have time today, but I am definitely interested.
Okay.
I will play Valorant. If I have like a 5-stack, basically, or even a 4-stack, all right. But yeah, that's kind of my conditions.
Sounds good. All right, and then CJ, if you're interested, that'll be 3 of us so far. So we'll see. I'm sure we can get some other people in there too. But we're gonna hit a quick break. During the break, if you guys haven't already, !guest will find you all this beautiful man's links, and you can go follow him. And if you haven't followed him, I'm confused as to why you haven't followed yet. But I need you to go and do that for me, because it's something you're not gonna regret. It's gonna be a great investment. Thank you, CJ, for throwing it up there.
Thank you,
and thank you, Rhodes, for throwing it out there. Wow, why don't we just spam that? Why don't we just spam chat with !guest chat a guest? Everyone just !guest. I'm gonna do it too. I'm gonna throw an !guest. If you haven't thrown an !guest, I don't know what you're doing. You better go follow and click the links to we're on break as well. Go follow all of his things. It'll be worth your time. I'm gonna hit a quick break, hang out for a little bit. We will talk soon. We'll be right back. I'm probably just gonna go get water because I drink a lot of water and I've already finished a bottle.
I'll freshen up my coffee. Sounds fantastic.
Sounds great. Alrighty, we will talk to you guys in just a moment.
Really, really simple, but you go deep diving into it. Someone said that to me when it was really, really, really important. I'm not entirely comfortable getting super into detail, but it was right around when I found out that Queen Deviant herself was pregnant, and I was really, really having a rough time. Freaking out, new dad feelings. I was questioning the way I was going about things and whether I would inadvertently kind of like fuck up my child, because I dealt with a lot of shit growing up. Try to know yourself like you would someone you're falling in love with. Know yourself first. Everything else will figure itself the fuck out. Know yourself first.
Are people going to understand? Are people going to watch? Does anyone care? It must be crazy. Am I crazy for doing this? No one's going to watch this. People going to understand. Who cares? Think of it. If I just don't do it. It must be crazy. Does anyone care? Who cares? What if it doesn't work? Why? Are people going to watch? Am I crazy?
Why?
No one's going to watch Why? This. Welcome to my Twitch stream. I've been asking streamers what's the best advice they've ever received. And here's what they told me.
What is the single best piece of advice I've ever received? Somebody just put like life into a bigger perspective for me. So they're like, listen, your 20s are a very small part of your life. Risk a lot of things in order to make the rest of your life better. So my thing was like, I'm just going to try a bunch of shit, risk a bunch of money even. Like I floated money into crypto. It's doing great now. I'm happy about that. That's a big risk that I probably wouldn't take if I had a family and children and things like that. But in my 20s, I can do it. I can lose all my money tomorrow and I have a job. I'll be fine. But if I have kids, I can't be risking shit like that. So just take risks while you're young. It's the best piece of advice I've ever received. So don't have kids. Got it. Yeah. Yeah.
I am so petrified of flying. If I die without having stepped foot on an airplane and been able to fly in an airplane somewhere, I have failed.
How do we put a number on it? If I put this as a TikTok and we get enough likes, what would it take for me, after COVID is all done and everything like that, because obviously we got to do it safe, for me to go to you and we go skydiving together?
You said how many what?
How many likes?
How
many likes?
Oh my god, dude. Going skydiving, I'd have to know the dude. We're sitting down for coffee. I want to know how long he's flown, where his mother was born, and then maybe 500,000. 500,000, and I'll consider possibly under the right circumstances.
I've been asking streamers what's the best advice they've ever received. And here's what they told me.
What's the single best piece of advice you've ever received? Listen. This piece of advice is very important to me because I am what you call a jealous person. Because I think I found it on Instagram or some shit. Something stupid. But it said that someone else's success is not your downfall, okay? And I was like, that's true, alright? Because I'd seen someone else doing super successful and I'm like, why can't that be me? I can't be happy for them, blah blah blah, they're doing so good. And I'm like, you know, just because someone is doing good doesn't mean that you're doing bad. We live in capitalism, so someone's success is your downfall.
Recently, I've been asking streamers toilet paper over or under, and here's what they said.
Toilet paper over or under? Over 1,000,000%. It's just so much easier. Why the fuck would it be under? Why?
Toilet paper over or under? I just wash my ass with my hands, bro. Easy. Don't have to waste toilet paper. Very eco-friendly. All you gotta do is have a bucket with some soap water, dip your hand in that bitch, wipe your ass, bro. You know what I mean?
Okay, first, toilet paper over or under? I usually put it in the butthole. No, it's over for sure. Over 100%.
Toilet paper over, under, over. And if you disagree, you're wrong.
Toilet paper over or under? God, the most important question. What did you just fucking say?
Over?
Dead to me.
Under.
Don't fucking play with me. Under. If you put it under, you could just rip across. You put it over, you gotta like be careful or the whole roll's gonna end up on the fucking floor. No way.
This is part 7 of asking streamers. What's the best piece of advice you've ever received? Here's what they said.
What's the single best piece of advice you've ever heard? Ooh, that's a good one. Live life doing things knowing that if you don't do it, you'll regret it. So do things that you know that if you don't do it, you'll regret, you know? So just live life to the fullest and don't regret anything. You don't want to grow old.
There we go. Hello? Can you guys hear me?
Hello. We're back.
We're back.
We're epically gaming.
We're back. What's up? What's poppin'? All right.
How's
So
it going?
I
How's
forgot
it
to say before the break. This breaks, as you guys usually know, if the ones who've been here from the OGs that have been watching for a little while know that when we come back from breaks, that means that we're going to start asking the deep questions. So that's what we're going to start getting into now. Those deep, hard-hitting questions.
I love it.
Thank you, Mom. Welcome back, Mom.
I would like to, before we start going into, you did ask me about my inspirations. There is one more I would like to talk about.
Sure.
And then all the deep questions. All right. I mean, it's already kind of a deep question, to be honest with you, the inspirations. I guess it depends on how you answer it, right? Well, but yeah, the other person who has been just an incredible inspiration in my life, besides my father, is my fiance. The love of my life, my lovely fiance. She is just the most hardworking person I've ever met. So like my background, I dropped out of college. I struggled, like, I was, working, well, you know how it is, like restaurant jobs and things like that. But she's always been able to handle like working full time, getting her degree full time at the same time. And that's something like I tried to work full time, do the school thing full time. I can't. Like it doesn't work for me.
I couldn't
just have the brain
Good
for
for
it. Man. Like no, she's just the most hardworking woman I know, and I love her so much for it, and I respect her so much for it. And I thought since we were talking about the inspirations, I really needed to put that in there.
For sure.
Absolutely. And
So good.
sorry. Now I'm definitely have to go.
No worries.
for that.
I also forgot to say to you, this is usually what I say at the beginning, but I skipped past it too because I think we jumped right into the two truths, one lie, is ultimate fiance stream.
Yes. Maybe
I
she'll appear
agree.
one day.
Is I want just to remind you that all these questions are up to your comfort to answer. If you prefer not to answer a question, please feel free to let me know, and I'll stop asking. I also want to know if I just don't want you to feel uncomfortable in any way, of course. I also want you to know, in addition to that, if you have any questions for me, or if you want to go back to a question, there's no harm in doing that at any point.
Okay.
So you can always go back to that if needed, if you want to go back to anything. So just like that, which is this is totally fine as well. It's an open conversation. But I'm gonna relay of kind of what you just said into my next question. I was gonna ask a little bit later, but we're gonna ask it now.
Sure.
What does love mean to you?
Oh, thank you. That's a great question. Love to me, it's a commitment. Love is not completely like conditional. It's not conditional. You know, love is something you can't really control, right? Like, for instance, I'm not thinking of just romantic love. I'm thinking of familial love. I'm thinking of like love between friends, even. You know, real love to me is something that you don't really have full control of. You know, it doesn't matter if one of my boys fucking like slighted me in some way. I'm still gonna have a lot of love in my heart for them. That's something I could never control.
For sure.
It's something that it's not necessarily conditional, but it's also something you have to work on. You know, love is a, how would I even phrase that? It's almost, I mean, it's a contradictory thing I'm about to say, but love is contradictory in of itself, right? Love is almost a choice. You have to really like work on it too. Like, I'm sorry, that is a hard-hitting question.
No worries. That's the point of this stream, my friend.
Yeah, I'm not always the best at you know, like wording things, but I'm trying my best.
And you're doing your best.
I'm doing my best. I'm out here. But no, like, for instance, like in my relationship, right? Obviously, like we love each other. And that's something that we work on every single day is you know, our love and going through different situations. But obviously, you know, love can't carry you through anything. You know, it's not all that there is. You know, you can love someone, and that doesn't necessarily mean that they are going to be the best person to keep around in your life. I've had several friends, you know, that have just gone down darker paths than me, you know, drugs, addiction, things like that. And I love them with all my heart, and I still do. But like, I couldn't, you know, follow them down that route, you know?
For sure. No, I like that. It's a good one.
Yeah.
Because it's there definitely is many different kinds of love. And obviously,
absolutely,
the ones you have for your friends, one you have for your parents, one for your spouse, like, or partner, I guess would be a better word for that. There's so many different types of love, and
right.
I liked what you said with that love can be unconditional, but it is also, there's also certain parts of it where love is not the only thing.
Right. Love can only get you through so much, in my opinion. Like, again, like I said with my fiance, like, we love each other very much, but like, we also have to be the type of people where, like, again, where I come from, right? We were in a long distance relationship for like 6 years.
Wow.
Right. We loved each other very much, and we obviously we still do.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be a specific type of person as well as being in love to make that work. And I speak from experience. And like,
for sure,
I hate saying this because obviously I did it. I don't recommend it for anybody, but if you can do it, go for it. Like the long distance thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's hard. It's fucking hard, man.
Yeah, and props to you to be able to hold that all together for that long. It's something that's definitely hard to do. Switching up a little bit, we're gonna switch up the language a little bit. What helps you decompress or relax?
So for me, when I really need to relax, I want to be alone. Like when I really want to relax, I have to kind of separate myself from everything. And often that will include, you know, like playing my bass, playing my instruments, I basically worked through a lot of my problems playing the drums as hard as I could, like,
That
and
sounds
just
like
like
an
processing things.
awesome stress reliever.
Absolutely, it very much is, and I'm sure Chad can attest to that. But yeah, so I like to kind of go into myself, like, and go into like a state where I can be kind of like introspective. So again, whether that is through you know, music, gaming, even meditation,
Mm-hmm.
that's what really helps me.
For sure. No, okay, I like that because it's something that you can rely on and something you can always use like a fallback.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, drums is probably my favorite. Meditation is also a great one. Too. That's a good one. Awesome.
I will always recommend meditation. I know some people like aren't into it and they're like, oh, it's kind of weird or whatever. I get it, but I recommend, like, listen, you know, if people have things that they need to, like, you know, you need to relax. Like, people have to relax. All right, we are not made to just go, you know. And if you struggle with that and you haven't tried everything, you gotta try it, man. You gotta,
For sure.
Maybe it works for you, you know.
Exactly. And I'm a firm believer in that too. Is do at least everything once. I mean,
oh, for sure.
in quotations, everything, but
Yeah, I know. Like, I mean,
try most things once before you say you
Yeah.
don't like it, because you never know what you actually might like when you actually try
100%.
it. So yeah. How happy are you right now?
I would say I'm fairly happy. I wouldn't say I'm at like the happiest of my life,
Okay.
but I'm definitely much happier than I used to be. So again, a little bit of background. I struggled a lot with anxiety and depression. I still do. And that's something I have to deal with every single day of my life, and I always will. It's just part of who I am. And you know, for the most part, when I am able to just do my own thing and grind it out, like, that's when I'm my happiest. Like, so right now, right, I'm in a position where I'm able to essentially put my all into like the content creation and stuff. That makes me very happy. It's a lot of work, but like it makes me incredibly happy. But I'm not where I want to be. You know, I'm not exactly where I want to be yet, and I'm still, again, I'm starting out still. So I don't expect to be where I want to be yet. But you know, it's hard, you know, putting yourself out there and stuff like that, and it's something I'm still very much getting used to. But again, I'm also in this position where it's like I recently moved in with my fiance, which obviously makes me incredibly happy after so long of long distance. But to say that I'm like completely fulfilled and completely happy would not be truthful. I just want a lot more for myself than I currently am doing. And there's just goals I want to achieve. But as far as like my situation, I'm not like omega depressed. I'm not like doing bad. You know what? You know, I'm actually doing pretty good.
So I'm just realizing that my camera is like totally unfocused for some reason, and it's driving me crazy. Come on.
Focus back, camera,
Come
please.
Come on.
Jeez.
Yeah, right? Come on.
Yeah.
Give me a second here. Come on.
Which camera are you using, by the way?
I am using a Logitech C920, I think, if that's the...
Oh, we're probably using the same cam.
I think so. And it's all of a sudden, it starts doing this thing where the focus is going off. There we go. Okay, we got it. Mom, she's been glitching. I don't know if that's your...
It looks good on... It looks good on my end.
Okay, so I'm wondering if that's maybe this because she's on data right now, because I know she's at the hair salon getting her hair did. So I hope that's not for everyone. If you guys have any issues, just let me know in the chat here, and we'll try and straighten it out. But as far as bitrate, it looks like it's been pretty solid for the whole stream, which is good.
No, I've been checking it the whole time. It's looked good.
Awesome. Okay. So yeah,
at least on my end.
Sorry, Mom. Hope that's okay. Hope that figures out though. Just try and refresh it. Maybe that might work if you refresh it. Yeah,
it's from the hair salon. Yeah, that makes sense.
Probably.
That makes sense.
If you died tonight, what would you regret not doing?
Hmm. I would regret not getting married yet, because obviously, like, I'm engaged right now. I want we both want to be married, and that's something we both always wanted with our lives. I would regret never been able to get married. I would regret not being able to raise a family, and you know, be a father to my kids or my future kids. You know what I mean? Oh man, I would regret, you know, not putting as much into the music stuff, right? I play a lot of instruments, but like I'm not near as good as I want to be with them, and that's you might see a common theme there. I'm never quite where I want with my creative things, and that's very common between, you know, artists and everything. No one's ever completely satisfied with what they've done. But I would regret not being better at like my crafts that I do. I would regret not finishing school. You know, like that's I don't love school. Honestly, I kind of hate it. But
you're honest.
It is seriously, but like at least getting my associate's degree, it's something I personally wanted to do for myself for a very long time, and like I didn't realize that I wanted, like there was a time where I wanted to do it just to appease my parents, and that's when I dropped out because it wasn't for me. But at this point, it's like it's definitely it's just a personal goal of mine. I want to do it at my own pace in my own way, and that's what's been making me successful in school so far.
For sure.
Since I've been back. Oh man, I would probably regret not spending more time with my parents since I've moved out of their place. Again, I'm 23 now. I moved out when I was 19. I have seen them a handful of times, if that. I would want to see them more. I would have wanted to spend more time with my little brother too. I mean, like, that's one of the things is like my little brother, he's 18, he's a senior in high school, he's about to graduate. And one of my things is that, yeah, absolutely, he's killing it, man. And one of the things I would definitely regret is I do, and I currently kind of regret it. I had to move out of my parents' place, like for my own personal growth, that I had to. But part of that, you know, I couldn't be there for him during like his high school, man. Like, and that is kind of tough because, like, you know, obviously, like we talk and we're tight, but I wasn't there for in person for like the breakups and the drama and, you know, oh, maybe I'm not doing so good in this class. Can you help? You know, that kind of stuff. And I want to spend more time with him as he goes into adulthood and becomes his own. I guess I in general, I guess I would want to spend more time with my family because I haven't really been able to the past 5 years or so.
Yeah, and I think having a little sister as well, I can definitely agree with that. And I would have moved out before her grad year as well too. Was when I moved out, and not that we're far away from each other, and we still talk every so often. I mean, she doesn't talk to me as much. She also doesn't watch the VODs, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Talk about this on last podcast is how I've brought her up her name a couple times, and she still has yet to check out the podcast. So we need to get her in here. But she also is very busy too. She's in a very high, what's the word, academic program at her school.
Oh, gotcha.
And is doing very, very well in her university. And so that's part why she doesn't have the time to go stop in, because I'm sure she has a class.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Priorities.
Of course. But you can still watch the VODs. What social stigma does society need to get over?
There's a lot.
Right?
I think gender roles is one of them, to be honest with you. For instance, like in my relationship right now, my fiance is most definitely the breadwinner. You know what I mean? I do a lot of like I like doing like I like to cook. You know, maybe I like to clean sometimes. You know, I've never been like super into what I guess you could call typically like manly things like cars. Obviously, I'm not into cars from my first, you know, thing. Like I think it's, you know, I was actually reading a Reddit thread the other day, and it was specifically about like people in the military. It's about women in the military and them just being basically devalued out in the world, like they'll be like with their husbands and asking for like a military discount or something, and everyone will automatically assume that it's the husband, right?
Mm-hmm.
Things like that.
Sad.
Like I definitely gender roles is something that I do think we need to kind of realize, like, hey, it's not men do this thing, women do this thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's people do what they do. You know.
For sure. I agree with that completely, because in our relationship or at least my relationship, in my relationship with my girlfriend, we start from the beginning. We said, okay, it's not going to be just one way or the other. Like, if you pay for one thing, maybe I'll pay the next night, or maybe we'll split the bill. Like, it depends how things are going on those days. You get me this one time, okay, I got you this time. Like, I'll pay you back for this. That kind of thing. Like, it's never like, okay, just an assumption. So that's like my little piece on like gender roles and sense. It makes me sad that military thing. That's it.
Yeah,
I'm
and
sure it's
again,
not the only
I was
place.
reading that like last night while I was up all night. I was gonna say I had another one in mind. Oh geez Louise. Oh yeah. So another one that I would like to not see anymore. Maybe it's less of a social stigma and more of like a social expectation.
Okay.
Again, you know, I've been a college dropout on multiple occasions. Like,
okay. Nothing wrong with that.
It is like, seriously, I mean, like, everyone, I wish that like people would be a little bit more cognizant to other people's like journeys and just like their lives. Like, yeah, not every single person in the world is going to go to college right after high school and hit it out of the graduate and have an awesome job, even though that a lot of the time is expected of people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, it's also not necessary. I think I wish we were in a world where people could just do what makes them happy.
Right.
And that's actually, you know, part of that is why I stream and why I am trying to make this work. I want that freedom to do what I want to do, you know, which is also streaming and content creation. And that's why I research everything so heavily, is because I genuinely want to do everything in my power to make that happen and realize that. And I want to help other people do it as well. And that's why I'm always like even within my crew of like streamers that I hang out with, I'm the one giving all the streaming tech and the advice, and they jokingly will call me the guru sometimes and shit. And it's like, it's not that I'm like a bigger streamer than them or anything. It's just I put in a shit ton of research. So
I think it'll pay off
again, and yeah, absolutely, and it already is. And again, like a year from now, I'm stoked to see where I'm going to be at. But I really wish that people could just follow their passions. I think we would be a lot more successful if it were that way. I think there's a lot of fluff within the rat race. You know, it's, I don't know. We're definitely not in a society that encourages people to like do what they really want. We're very much like status quo. You know, you follow this path, you're gonna be okay. If you don't, God help you, right?
Yeah, for sure.
You're a loser,
which
right?
is scary.
Like
it doesn't push people that want to do dreams, follow their dreams in a sense. And watching quite a few people I've surrounded myself with are trying to do streaming as a full-time thing, or using streaming as a full-time thing to accommodate other things in some sort of sense. And they don't have what you would say like a 9 to 5 essentially is what I'm kind of getting at. And kudos to those people, because I think more power to them, because that's the people who are really enjoying their true life. And it's not easy by any means, but it is something that I'm sure those people have a lot more fulfillment, because they're actually following something that they want to do as happy as possible. Not to say that someone doing a 9 to 5 isn't. If that is your dream, then great. But I think as if someone is, follow your dreams, whatever it may be. If it's 9 to 5, if it's a thing on Twitch, whatever it may be, as long as you're happy, go for it. And it's hard because
I 100% agree.
There's definitely places where maybe it's just not the right fit or the right spot. Like, and you and I have had this conversation before about, okay, like maybe you want to stream on a different platform. Maybe Twitch isn't the right one, or senses like that. And you've actually talked me out of it, which is probably a smart thing. After doing more research, I found out that you were very, very right. And is that like whatever it may be, as long as you're happy, that's what should be the main goal. And money is a very powerful entity, but is not the only thing that should be focused on.
Yeah, and like you said, with the 9 to 5, that can absolutely be fulfilling. And I'm not saying that everyone in the world should be a starving artist. You know, I'm just saying you don't have to do the typical 9 to 5 forever. You know what I mean? Yeah, there are more ways to life than the status quo, and I think we should all be more accepting of that. I think we should teach it a little bit more. Like, hey, you're not going to be locked down in this lifestyle for the rest of life. You don't even have to be. There's so many different ways to go about. I mean, there's an infinite amount of ways you could go about life, right? I don't know. I get sad because, you know, like we're roughly the same age. I'm sure we have a lot of friends graduating from college and you know, maybe well, for our age, maybe they're getting like their master's degree, going to med school, all that kind of stuff. I don't know a lot of them that are happy with their decision to do all that, and a lot of them are doing it for other people, and they're going to be very successful people. They're going to be very wealthy, but I know a lot of them have expressed to me that they're not happy with that. And it breaks my heart, man. Like I want people. I always encourage people to like start streaming, and the reason I do that is because I know I can help them. Like I can help them get started if they're streaming. Yeah, it's like they have to want to do it, obviously, but that's a way I can help uplift them and maybe get them started onto something that does become like their career, and they do have that freedom to do what they want to do and share it with the world. And I am so incredibly passionate about that as well. And that's like part of the content I'm looking to create in the future. It does revolve around a lot, like streaming, you know, tips and all that kind of good stuff.
From hearing your knowledge, I think you're someone who definitely understands it better than most, and that'll definitely help you in that sense. And
absolutely. And like honestly, oh, I'm sorry to cut you off there. You please finish. Okay. So honestly, my own channel and my own channel and like my whole thing, I'm almost like a guinea pig for my own self. The reason I put a lot of pressure on myself because I have to succeed first before I can really lead other people.
Of course.
So like I'm really like all of the strategies, all the tech, man. Like I'm doing it myself, and so far it's proven to work. And if it works, if I can prove that it works, then I can definitely push other people in the direction. I've made mistakes along the way. They're all teaching moments. I can help people avoid those mistakes. Like that's what it's all about, you know.
You definitely helped me
supporting the homies.
The homies. It's definitely helped me in the past, so I appreciate that.
Absolutely. If you ever need it, obviously I'm here.
For sure. So you talked about how a lot of your friends in the past. Actually, first before we go into this, if you guys haven't already, ! Guest, because I'm sure CJ is still bringing in things, so I'm going to put it in there. ! Guest. It'll give you all the links for this amazing person. You better go follow them. Go hit those links. I'm on the other side, this side here. Go follow all those links, or subscribe if it's YouTube or whatever it may be. Go and invest your time into this man. It'll be worth it. Especially if you do decide to start doing research things. I think it's definitely a side of you that surprised me when I started talking to you. But it also surprised me how much and how well you knew your things that I never thought of before.
You know, it's like people probably don't expect that the Resident Evil guy knows a lot about that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? But it's true. I do.
when in actuality, the Resident Evil thing is just a party trick.
Oh yeah, it's just a party trick. That's just my dinner trick for the boys.
What is your biggest fear in life?
The meme answer would be bees.
I saw that. I had that in the intro originally, and I took it out and I added it back in, and I took it out. I was like, I don't know if people are gonna get this or not, but okay.
Before I give you a deep answer, which I will, let me give you the shtick on that. I am genuinely terrified of bees and flying insects in general. When I was a kid, I was like 5 years old, and I was like playing at like one of my neighbors' houses, like in the backyard, trampoline. We were just little kids doing our thing, and she wanted to go to the front yard to, I don't know, go play in the front yard, whatever. So we go through her side yard. She has a gate into the side yard, and there's like a rain gutter on the other side of the gate. She opens it, hits the rain gutter with the gate just because she swung the door open because we were a kid. We're just running to the front yard. Unbeknownst to me, there was like 3 yellow jacket nests in that gate. So they immediately swarm the sidewalk. She literally skips through them, and like skipping and humming through the freaking yellow jackets. And I'm like, okay, she walked through them. I can too. I take a couple steps, immediately petrified in fear. I sit there, just like, uh-oh. And I just get swarmed by them, and I get stung over and over and over again.
Oh my goodness.
So when I say I'm terrified of bees, I really mean wasps.
Yeah.
Or yellow jackets, whatever you want to call them. But like it's also made it so that like if I hear a flying insect or I see one, it freaks me out because I'm like, oh shit, that's a wasp, you know?
Yeah, okay.
So that's kind of the meme answer.
So I see. Don't be afraid of bees. Bees are friends. It's wasps that are assholes.
No, listen. No, I agree. Listen, bees, honeybees serve a purpose.
Totally.
They're detrimental. Like you have to have them. We gotta have them. We need the bees. Keep them away from me, but we need them. Wasps, they can go. They can go. We don't out of here.
Gone.
Yeah. Exactly. Right. But like what's a real deep fear that I have? Probably it's that I'll never progress in life. I have kind of like a bit of a complex around like personal growth, and a lot of that was because I did drop out of college at a very young age, and again, like I said, with how society is structured and everything, that's not the best look, and it can be very traumatizing to someone to go through that, and it definitely was for me. So like I do fear that, like, you know, if I'm not working hard enough, or if I'm not doing this the right way, I don't want to be. I want to be someone that can like provide for my family, and, you know, hopefully provide great content for everybody. But I'm part of there's that part of me, like I mentioned, I deal with like depression and anxiety. There's a part of me that wants to do fucking nothing. You know, it's in there. I fight that guy every day. You know, there's times where it's like I could easily slip into that, and then I'm laying in bed for a month, and then I've just wasted a month. You know, and part of me does fear that I would slip into that again. But like personally, I don't think it's really realistic that that's going to happen ever again. But it is in the back of my mind. I know what the darker side of like me is capable of. I guess that sounds so fucking edgy, but
I got it. Don't worry. But yes,
no, but like, but yeah, no, I do get afraid of being too stagnant because I have a tendency to get really comfortable. What I'm doing, like I mentioned that I was in Idaho. I was actually, I was in Idaho. I was working as a dishwasher at a hospital, and I actually really liked it. It's not a job you want to do forever, my man, but like, if I didn't have like my fiance living in another state to bring me out of there, I could have easily done that forever. I could have just easily stayed there. You know, I could have, and might have been very happy, but like I know deep down there's more I want to do, you know. So I guess my biggest fear in essence would be getting too comfortable and getting stagnant, which I do know could happen, and I know that I'm very capable of being stagnant, but I don't want to be. And again, I have people in my life, like I have my fiance, I have like my parents, my grandparents as well, all cheering me on and pushing me to do better. Not pressuring me, by the way, but actually encouraging me. It's a support system.
Yeah.
But yes, that would definitely be probably my deepest fears.
Okay.
Only a little bit less scary than bees.
So one of the things I was wanting to add here, and I grabbed it on my wall. I don't know if you noticed that or anyone else did, and I've showed this before, but this is on my vision board that sits beside me here. Is I have the words "seek discomfort." What's it called? And I think it's one of the things that I try and live by a lot, and it's one of the things that I feel like in this journey of being on Twitch has brought a lot of understanding to what I'm doing is this, when I started this, and there's a TikTok about it, and there's even on the break TikTok, is that anxiety one. I don't know if you've seen it yet, where it's me basically talking over and over and over, and the ears ring, and then it clicks, and you hear, "Hi, welcome." To my stream."
We talked about that one. We talked about that one. I told you I resonated with that one hard.
Yeah.
Like,
And
it's so real. Like,
that's probably my
you know?
favorite TikTok that I mean, I have a lot of favorites of them, but I think that's probably my personal favorite because it resonates so perfectly with what I think, and I think a lot of streamers have said to me that's almost point on of what they've felt or have felt in the past or in some sort of sense or form. Obviously, it's the same for everyone. Welcome back, CJ. But it is very common for a lot of people to feel like in my first stream that was exactly how I was feeling, and I think that why I love it so much is because I was able to put forward exactly how I felt, and people understood what I meant by it without really, like, I mean, there's lots of words in it because it's how the video
Right.
goes, but like without saying too much, it was like that, like people got it, understood, and it's too bad. I wish it would have got a little more views, but that's all right. It's people that saw it.
After you came in that raid, I immediately went and checked out your TikTok, and that was like the first thing that I gravitated towards was that video, and I was like, damn, like that's me, man. Like I get it, and I think a lot of, like you said, a lot of streamers, I think just a lot of people in general that put themselves out there can 100% resonate with that. And to be honest, I don't think that feeling ever really goes away, but it's something that you have to, it's part of like the mental health side of content creation and putting yourself out there. It's part, like, and I feel like no one ever talks about it, and that's why I appreciated that TikTok, because like there is a lot of anxiety. No one ever talks about what happens when your viewer count dips and how that affects you, or maybe you see other people blowing up and you're like, you're not, like, what's wrong with me? Like, what am I doing wrong? You know what I mean? That's something that I've definitely struggled with in the past, and I think more people should talk about it because it's real. Chad gets like, you're a streamer, you understand, like that's very, very real, and no one wants to talk about that. And it does affect you, and maybe you're the type of person it doesn't, and that's fantastic, and I think you'll be very successful.
And also, I want to talk to you because I'm very interested to see how and how you've got to the point where it doesn't affect you.
I will tell you, I have literal tech for it. So like, and I'll just tell you. So one of the things that I started doing pretty recently, I wish I did it earlier. I hide my view count. I sometimes I look at it. All right. Sometimes I cheat and I peek, but like I hide my view count. I do not want to look at it. Like I don't. Yeah, exactly.
Real though.
Exactly, dude. But no, I hide my view count, and that helped me a lot. And like, honestly, you shouldn't let the amount of viewers you have dictate your content.
Totally.
You know what I'm saying? And by not seeing exactly how many viewers you have, you are more inclined to be 100% the entire time, which you should be. You should be talking the whole time. You should be trying to put your best foot forward every time. And obviously, that's a lot of pressure. That's a lot of pressure. And obviously, no one out there can do that perfectly. There's going to be times where you don't know what to say when you've been talking to yourself for 2 hours and no one's in chat. That's so real. So many people have been through that. It's hard. It's literally a skill that you have to develop. But in hiding the view count, that definitely helps out. Like on my 12-hour stream, I had people, like, some people were like mentioning how many people were in there. Like, oh, we have like 30 people in here. I'm like, oh, don't say that. I didn't tell them that, but like I was thinking it.
Don't say it. You're stressing me out.
Yeah, no, seriously, I was like low-key thinking of like putting it in my rules. Hey, don't mention the viewer count. But I was like, I don't really want to dictate what they say too much, so it's like, I guess it's fine. It's incredibly difficult. Exactly, Chad. Like it's incredibly difficult. And it's just very real. Like putting yourself out there. You're very vulnerable. You're very vulnerable when you are streaming or when you are putting a video out there. When you're putting TikToks out there, you're making yourself vulnerable. And one of the hardest things about that is when people don't respond to you or when people ignore you. Like that has a literal impact. Totally. Sorry, kind of tangent on that, but
no, I think it is so real, and it hits home for a lot of people, I'm sure, that have gone through this, and I'm sure there's a lot of people who've dropped the grind because it's hard to do that stuff. Like, and I think I was going to touch on it, but you actually did it for me. but I believe the viewer count thing is probably the biggest thing for me. I am currently, and I have done it probably about 10 times a stream, is I have blocked it off. After we have to, well, actually before we had to talk about it on Discord when we were setting up this whole thing and we talked about this whole kind of feeling of viewership and like watching and stuff like that, I had it already turned off, and I mentioned that to you, and you're like, yeah, it's the best thing I've done in a long time. And I was like, it was exactly. I still will hover over it to get the number. That's
Of course.
So
Listen,
I see the
we
12
are
viewers that are
curious
in here.
Humans are curious people. We like numbers, all right? But like, even just starting out with it hidden can help you out. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Relieving that pressure. And again, like I said, at least for me, it's definitely helped me put my best foot forward. And again, I'm not perfect at it. No one is perfect at being 100% full energy.
Totally.
Hype content creator the entire time. It is unrealistic to think that you are. Like, it's just not true. Like, and even if you are not the norm, right? That's not realistic for everybody to compare themselves to. And that's another thing with streaming, and just in the same vein of not letting your viewership dictate your content, is not comparing yourself to other streamers. And that is the hardest thing for me. It is so insanely hard not to see like other people blowing up and maybe I'm not, right? Or this streamer has X amount of streamers, or X amount of viewers right now. I don't. What am I doing wrong? What's wrong with me? And that's something like I have to work on all the time. My fiance even told me, she's like, you really have to work on not comparing yourself to others, because that could one day be your downfall. And I think that's very true. It's much better for you, much more healthy to keep it in mind. Everyone's journey is different, right? Some people blow up in the first month that they do things. Some people it takes 15 years, right? I 100% believe in the process. I 100% believe that you can one day get there. And it's really important. Just like your journey is your own journey, right? You can't compare it to other people's. They're at a different point than you, no matter what. No one is at the same point. No one is living your journey.
Of course.
Right? And you shouldn't compare yourself to others. And again, I say should. Realistically, you're going to at some point. And maybe it'll make you feel down, but you got to understand, it's not you. That's not your fault. Like you just have to focus on yourself.
The more time you spend focusing on others, the less time you're focusing on yourself. Is probably one of my favorite quotes that I've used. And I've actually, in my current job, I train and educate managers, and it's probably one of the first kind of tidbits of advice that I give every single one of my managers, because a lot of them are just focused on what other people are doing, and then their self is starting to fall apart and break away, and that does not help anyone. But it's advice that you, like, even me, you, anyone in some sort of space of trying to growth and like promotion type style. It's probably the first piece of advice I can give anyone that is very like baseline, but makes like total sense to almost anyone. I'm just going to read the chat here quickly here before we go on. So Donovan, what's up? You're not late. You're chilling. It's good. I mean, yes, the stream's been going on for a bit, but that's okay. You're here. That's all that matters. You took the time.
We appreciate you being here. Thank you.
Exactly. Yes, I am, Breadcrumbs. Going to CJ. But on the same token, a lot of streamers are scared to publicly speak about the fact that we want to be successful. And whether we want to admit it or not, some of that for a lot of us is numbers. And so there is a side of that is, of course, the analytics and the money. And it feels like, at least for me, that there's no appropriate way to talk about it because it alienates others. We all do it.
So I'm actually really glad you brought that up. There is nothing wrong with wanting to make this your career. Money is just part of that. It literally, there is no avoiding it. And you are absolutely correct. It does feel like there's no appropriate way to talk about it, And a lot of, like, I don't know, it's just people with like, with money and numbers, it often makes people uncomfortable. But it's undeniably a part of streaming. And again, like, maybe one month you did better than the other. And I think a term for it that I really resonated, it was called analysis paralysis. where you
like
get
that.
so just deep in thought about like your numbers, and like very much in the same vein as the followers, you know, it's really hard to not let that dictate your content. You know, one month I did like maybe I didn't get as many followers as last month, maybe I didn't get as many subs, whatever. You're absolutely correct. Like that's absolutely part of it. I mean, I think a lot of people think about it, and I don't think a lot of people talk about it. You know,
It's definitely something that I've went through. So the first ever stream, it was good because that anxiety TikTok came out after that first ever stream, and that was how I was feeling before the stream. And then I had this whole big boom of like when the people came out to the first stream, which was, keep in mind, it's the first stream ever. We had CJ on there, Chad the Deviant. So like, come on, we got like a whole bunch of followers. But of course, because everyone's checking it out for the first time ever, and I promoted it like crazy. Of course, the second time it didn't do as well, if you will. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it did well, but it didn't do like the numbers that I had just seen, because it was the first initial, like, everyone's checking it out, just wants to see what's up. I mean, I would love to redo it again. I mean, CJ, we might be. But is to do like that promotion side of it, of being able to kind of promote as much as I did for that lead up, because the quality now, as you've seen, because you've been here for a minute as well, is the quality's improved so much more, and being able to get those kind of little breaks and bits out of the way now, and be able to start kind of fresh is kind of
absolutely
is what I'd love for people to see. But I understand that you have about 7 seconds to make an impression on someone, and that's why I love TikTok, is because you have about 7 seconds to make a first impression on someone, and then they've decided usually of an idea what it is. Yes, of course things can change, but for the most part it's going to be kind of made up for that part. I'm just going to read this here from Chad as well. There's a side of streaming that bothers me. It's the ideology of, we're kind of just here gaming, having fun. If you want to treat me as a charity, go for it. And that feels like if you do anything that includes tying streaming plus working, it really bothers people.
Absolutely, man.
Streaming equals working. It bothers people.
Yeah. So I think a lot of that is, there is like some sort of stigma against it, where like you know, I think it's becoming a little bit less in this like in 2021, right? But like, no, that I get it, like where people view streamers, or like there's that whole idea of like, oh yeah, I'm just playing games and you can donate to me if you want, or like, no, this is like a lot of people, again, like I assume you, like Chad, like take this incredibly seriously, and like want to make this their livelihoods, and for some reason like people don't like that. And like first, and when you're right, people don't like it when you tie streaming to working. I feel like some people just they are inclined to think it's fake, like it makes you like a fake person for you know, thinking that this is your job or something, when it literally is, you know.
Yeah, and that's
like you know what I'm saying. And it's like I don't know, I do feel like it's a little bit less, because like streaming, I mean, over the past year with like the pandemic and everything, streaming's actually just gotten like an insane amount more popular. Like the analytics, like the amount of people on Twitch now, it's insane compared to 2019. Like it's huge. It's I don't know if it was like double, but it's a lot. Let me reread it just a little bit so I can
just while you're reading through that. Sorry, I'm just gonna kind of talk over it as well.
Absolutely, please do.
I agree. I don't think so. This is actually my personal experience, because I started off watching people, and I did about 2 months where I just kind of filled up my kind of books with kind of editing things. So I went around asking streamers questions. As you know, you are one of those people who I've asked questions to. I actually haven't posted anything from you, unfortunately. I don't know how you haven't ended up on one of them. But a lot of things I have not lost, but it's kind of been corrupt since I passed from computer to computer, which really sucks. So I've lost a little bit of footage, which kind of sucks. However, that's not the point of the story. I don't think people realize how much work goes into streaming. I'm streaming right now, technically 1 day a week. Yes, I'm doing 2 because I'm trying to do the push for affiliate, because I think that's something that I would like to achieve in the future here. However, I'm doing once a week. Let's just use that as a thing, and that's what this will likely stay at once I get to affiliate, if everything works out well. I struggle because it is a once a week, and I'm feeling like I'm trying to keep up most of the time, whether it be finding a guest, whether it be setting up things to meet with people, whether it may be setting up all the commands, promoting, whatever it may be. and I'm not saying I don't like it, because I love it. It's a lot of fun, but it is time consuming, and that's
It's
taking
a lot
me
of
from-
work.
Totally, it's exactly, it is work. Whether you want to
Exactly,
call
yeah.
it or not, it is work. And yes, it's a lot more fun than most other things are that would be considered work, but it is still work, whichever way you spin it.
Right.
And
And like Chad was saying, you want to educate others on behind the scenes. Absolutely. I think we all should. I think part of like why there's such a stigma against it is because people only see the stream. They only see you gaming and talking
Totally.
to chat. They don't see they don't like, I have a fucking like notebook. This is just filled with just shit. You know what I mean? Like I got like a million different things that I'm writing down constantly.
Getcha.
There's
Yep,
so much
exactly.
work that goes, like I got my notebook, I got everything, man.
yeah,
Like
totally.
I have spreadsheets of like planning out my content. I work on this 24/7, and I assume all of you do too. And no one sees that. It's very like time consuming. You're right, and that's one of the things. When it's something you're passionate about, you're able to put that much effort in without it feeling like work. For me, I could never do that at like my dishwashing job. You know, when I'm there, I just want to leave. Like, but streaming is literally like, it's obviously, you know, that's how it is. But like, I know there is so much work and effort that goes into it, and no one fucking sees it, and it's because no one fucking talks about it. Everyone just sees gamers gaming. They see a couple people super successful. They don't know how much it is to manage socials, how to manage your Discord, to do the research, to optimize your streams. There is just so much time and effort. I mean, like, honestly, you could get a degree in like this stuff, because there's just so much information you have to know. You don't have to just know Twitch. You have to know YouTube. You have to know Instagram. You have to know TikTok. You have to know Discord. It's insane how much you have. Like, when you really dig into it, it's insane. You have to learn editing. Like, it's so much.
So,
you know, and people they just see you playing games, and they get that stigma of like, oh, he's just playing games in his room for buddy. It's like, no, there's so much that goes into it.
Yeah, and like, yeah, like it's
absolutely great.
Could you imagine and this question also goes to CJ and Dre, is could you imagine just turning on your stream, no promotion whatsoever, no overlays, nothing, just screen of you talking? So first off, I've met with the three of you now. I know that some of you have overlays that you put into even my stream. I know some of you have preparation routines that you guys put into your things. You have, I mean, like, even down to like you and I talked about this today. I changed my shirt before this, like something so silly that like.
But that's what we think about. That's the stuff we think about, and no one knows that, you know.
Yeah, and it's just so there's so many deep little things that people don't see behind the scenes, and that's okay. You don't need to, but it also bugs me when someone goes, "Oh, like you're just playing video games," because it's like
no, it's not true. Like,
yeah,
you know, no, they don't know what it's like, and it's like you don't just and to go off of that, you don't just like learn it once and then you're done. It's not something you can ever completely understand. And it's something that changes. Social media changes constantly. You have to keep up with everything. There's trends you have to follow. Even like you mentioned, overlays. Like overlays on Twitch, what was big 3 years ago? Hell no, it's not now. Now we're into like you know, very like minimalistic overlays. Like, no, seriously, man. Like you have to keep up with so much, and so much is expected of you. If you really like are gonna do everything like optimally, right? There's just so much you have to put into it, and you're right. No one ever sees it.
Which is sorry, just oh my goodness, I'm dropping my pen. Give me 1 second.
You're good.
Getting into kind of this a little bit. First off, hi Sarah, how's it going? Good to see you.
Hi Sarah.
Thanks for coming in. And then I'm just gonna go back up because this was a little too wholesome not to say anything, and I'm gonna thank you, Breadcrumbs, for saying that. I'm gonna call you Bread from now on because it's Breadcrumbs seems long, or Crumbs, whichever side you want me to call you. Let me know, and I will call you either Bread or Crumbs. I appreciate all of you for all your hard work and what you're doing behind the scenes. It makes it so enjoyable for the rest of us who don't know. That is, and I agree with Chad. It's one of those things that those words genuinely mean a lot, and I'm very, very fortunate to not be the first compliment I've had on something like this. And the first one, I was a mess. And I'm sorry because I know it's so clippable for me to be crying on stream. So I'm sorry because I'm not going to. The first one, I was doing a little one of these. And then I called my girlfriend. I was like, guess what someone just said to me? And it was just one of those things that are was just so like heartfelt. And it was basically like, what you're doing is so awesome. And it really resonated with me. It was someone who actually didn't know watches it. And
Right.
I think that person might be here now. I'm not going to call the name, but it's someone who might be here now because they are.
You know who you are.
Yeah, you know who you are. You're quite the lurker. Just to kind of add some context, you're also the one who's talked to me about my merch recently too. So it was one of those things that definitely helped me feel like people had an understanding of what I'm trying to do here, because it was. I understand that streamers might understand what I'm doing here because they are going through the same grind. But as a viewer side of it, I don't know if this clicks and makes sense. And sorry, I'm going to go back to the thing because I've missed a bunch of things. Give me 1 sec.
No, you're good. You're good.
My bio is high quality streamer and low effort. I don't know. Low effort? I don't know. You
more. It's like we said. It's probably a lot more effort than people think.
Sarah, thank you. I've been here when it started, but I've been bedridden because of headaches and stomachs. No, Sarah, I hope you're okay. I hope everything's all good. We hope to see you here lots. I mean, I know I can be a headache as well, so I'm sorry. But if you are interested,
you're wonderful. Don't say it. You're wonderful.
If you are interested, if you're feeling well enough to, of course, we are doing a Discord game night tomorrow night. I don't know if you're in there or not, but we'd love to have you in there. I think that'd be a lot of fun to have you come play games, because I think it'd be a little bit of a push away from everything else. But yeah, if you can, that'd be awesome. It's good to see you. We haven't talked in a little while. I haven't seen you in Chad's stream recently. And thank you for joining mine. I really appreciate it. Bread works fine. Awesome. Thank you. We will call you Bread from now on. Bread. Some better tea.
Nice to meet you.
CJ, what you forgot to say is tea with honey. It's the honey that gets the.
That's true.
That's because sugar, it's outdated. So I've been told. Dre. It really keeps me sane when I have so much time off for my surgery. I hope that healing is going good, Brett, though. I hope you can get back to doing what's normal for you as soon as possible. But I'm glad you have something that you can watch. I'm glad. It's being down and out and not being able to do certain things, like the things that you're used to during something like a surgery. I'm knock on wood, whatever we want to call it. I'm glad that I haven't had to go through surgery, but I hope the best and everything so you get back to that. CJ says no. Oh, sorry, Sarah. You joined the Discord. Awesome. We hope to see you there tomorrow. It's 5 p.m.
That's huge.
Yeah, right? It's 5 p.m. Pacific Standard, and it is 8 p.m. Eastern. So I don't know if those are your time zones, but if hopefully you can figure it out from there. We'll announce it a little more in the Discord too tomorrow. If you have an idea for what we should play, put in the game room or game night ideas chat, because we need to get some ideas. We're playing Jackbox a lot, which is great and fun, but I mean it might be something that we can do something else.
Jackbox forever, nothing else.
Right? No, seriously, it's fun because Sarah here is one of the people that saved me from quitting this thing, man. Oh, I rated someone based on her recommendation, and when I jumped in the stream, I was like, oh my god, Chad, you're the most wholesome streamer Sarah keeps telling me about. Oh damn, Sarah, if you have any streamers you know about that are very wholesome as well, aside from CJ, I mean, I love CJ, so I'm trusting your recommendation. Let me know. Because let's go, because we can definitely raid some more friends for sure.
Always need more people to raid, always.
Right, and it seems like that week everyone sent me a message to tell me that at the end of a hard day, at least they can jump into the Deviant Nation stream and feel a little better. I can relate. And honest to God, her and Puma spearheaded, and I couldn't be more grateful. Sorry for the paragraph. No, it's all good. No, that was a wholesome paragraph. You don't get too real most times. Like, I mean, you get real, but like not that real.
Not dude. Chad the Deviant's the realist.
And so what's the guest names? The guest name is Justin. Justin is our guest, aka Ultimate Friend. Thank you, CJ.
That's me.
Exactly. Yes. You can also call him the Ultimate Friend. He's going to be our Ultimate Friend. And he's also in our Discord. He's also in our Discord, so you always go peep him and say what's up. And also, after today, he's going to be inaugurated. I don't know if that's a proper word. I always say inaugurated, but I'm going to use it because it makes me sound smart. Can
Big brain. Big
sorry,
brain.
just before I continue this, Sarah, can you please put that in the Discord so that I can see it and I don't lose this in chat? Because that'll be awesome. Because I will go definitely check out those people. Let them know I'm coming too. We're coming. We see you. But yes, please put that in the Discord so I don't lose those in chat somewhere. Actually put it in what you selling. Put those in what you selling, because then I have it saved somewhere that I know where it is. Please and thank you. But going back to that, you're going to be inaugurated into the house guest position. So what that means is that anyone, whatever you are streaming, you'll be seen at the very top, which is awesome. So also people can interact with you and kind of see those kind of things. Well, I guess I had nothing to do with him continue streaming in the beginning. Donovan, just want to make it known. If you weren't there that night that I jumped in the stream, I might have not still been here. So just keep that in mind. And and CJ and you have helped me so much through other things. So I just keep that in mind. Is you were the one who made the funny comments about the toilet paper, and if you guys didn't have that fight about toilet paper, I don't know if I'd still be here. So, or at least I know you guys at least. Which I mean, definitely been a journey since then. That's it's crazy to think that was almost 2 months ago now. Not weird to think.
That's probably like when you rated me as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
Yeah. CJ stream
Doesn't
times
feel
are
like it's
late.
been that long.
What's it called? CJ stream times are very late, and that's why I like to
So
do
are
mine
mine.
earlier. That's why I like to do mine earlier, because then in the hopes here is that I can hopefully raid some of you guys in the future and certain things like that. Just streams very.
Oh
late
no,
because
you're good, Chad. It's all part of the conversation.
It's totally. Welcome to the conversation, CJ.
Yeah, welcome to the conversation, bro.
Exactly. Also, if you guys really want to be in the conversation, you guys have any questions for us, me or Justin, do !! chat. You got to have Discord though. So ! Justin, or oh my goodness, ! chat, and you can be a part of the conversation as well, and you can ask us some questions. You do have to be on Discord, and you do have to be in our server. That's 2 things that you have to be on. I gotta update that chat command. Maybe CJ, if you can help me with that, enter into the stream line. Oh no, that's right. No, never mind. That's right. Ooh,
Oh, gamer.
Is that real, or is that just showing how it works? Because I mean, we can do it.
Porque no los dos.
So let's go for one question, and if it is real, we'll jump into that after. If you guys want to join,
Sure.
Join. You might have you can ask us questions and see what's up. We'd love to have you guys on and talk to you guys. Let's see. What do we actually? Here is one that I like, especially based off everything with Twitch that we just talked about. What is something that you are proud about yourself?
That's a tough one. It's hard for anyone, I think, to like speak highly of themselves or like boast anything about themselves. I am very proud of my growth on Twitch in the short amount of time that I've been really hitting it hard. I guess I'm not really afraid to say that. Like I've been doing pretty well for just starting out. I mean, I've been really streaming for about 2.5 months. I went from 37 to I think now 255 followers. I'm actually growing a community that I'm very, very proud of, and they're very great people. They're very wholesome. They're always showing support, and I like I said, I raid people, and they show support to them, and overall it's just I'm very grateful for it. But I'm definitely proud of like what I've done so far, and I do want I'm gonna continue. Nothing's stopping me. Yeah, just definitely my community and just my overall growth so far. I'm definitely proud of it. One thing, my overlay. If we're gonna talk like a specific thing.
Okay.
Yeah, you saw the old overlay. That was just a Streamlabs Prime. I didn't have a custom anything. I made my new overlay myself.
Nice.
So I'm very proud of that.
It looks good. It's clean.
It's much cleaner. It's very clean. Again, kind of more minimal, but I'm very, very happy with it for now. And that was actually something that I had to learn. So I'm definitely proud of the overlay and how it is right now.
That's awesome.
Absolutely.
Just go back to the chat here. I see that. So Bread, we actually have asked this question before, so I'm not going to ask it today because we have asked it before, and it might be a future TikTok. Just so you're aware. We asked him on stream. That's why you haven't heard it today. But we've asked him on stream, so there's already a VOD somewhere in the world that has this
It
answer.
exists. It's out there.
It exists, and hopefully I'm it's something that I have to look at. I haven't actually looked too deeply into, but it's something that I might be able to chop together. Friends.
Hey, EWC, welcome in.
What's up?
You
How's it going?
in my stream the other night. Thank you for being here.
Welcome.
I appreciate you.
Welcome for the what's EWC? Is that what he goes by? Or
that's right. I call him EWC. I probably goes by Breeden or either, but I just call him EWC.
Okay, EWC, welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you for the follow.
Thank you so much.
Look at that. No, I can't do
Gamer.
Look at that.
What an epic gamer. Can I get an epic gamer in the chat for EWC? Please?
Epic gamer.
Yeah, dude.
Thank you so much. If you are interested, and by no means do you have to, but if you're interested, we have a Discord. It's very, very, what's the word? Fun, I guess. That sounds like it underplays it a bit, but it is end world corruption. Okay.
There you go.
EWC stands for end world corruption. So sorry, I'm going to go back, but if you can, I'd love for you to join the Discord. We're having Discord game night tomorrow at 5 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. EST. I'd love to have you there. I think it'd be super awesome to have, the more friends, the better. If you have friends actually, this is one thing I don't talk about enough. If you guys have any friends, and that doesn't even mean if you're coming in yourself, if you have a friend that may enjoy something like this, let them know about game night, get them in the Discord. Let's make some new friends. Like we have the ultimate friend on today. We're going to make some ultimate friends tomorrow. And game night. Absolutely. So I'm just gonna go back up here too. I see Sarah put, and following Chad the Defiant said him and Sully really saved my life. I've been going through a lot over the past year and a half, the past year and a half. So meeting people who really appreciate me helped me. Sarah,
absolutely.
The vibes you've brought to the Deviant Nation is definitely something that I've definitely noticed, and because CJ is not on stream here and can't say it himself, I mean he's probably be here soon because he put the exclamation mark join, like you guys could as well. Cut it out. And then where we got here, where we going, and more corruption. Sarah, you asked a question, how far am I away from becoming affiliate? I am very close.
I was gonna say you're pretty close already. I know you're way past the follower goal.
Correct.
Or
so
amount.
There is actually one thing that I am stuck on right now, and it is based off of what I have decided to do myself, and it was something that I knew was becoming an issue. However, we are going to be pushing for it oh my goodness, this is out of focus and it's bothering me. It'll be something that we do hit, hopefully, fingers crossed, on May 4th. That is right. That is the thing. The reason why is because I don't have enough of the stream days, which is 7 in a month. So right now my content is 1 per week. I have added on two shows in 2 weeks. So I've added doubling up shows in certain weeks so that I can get to that affiliate mark and hit 7. And I will just hit it on May 4th, just barely, from actually starting on the Just Dre stream, because Jay was just in here. Will be with his stream, and the final one, which will be May 4th, which we've actually secured a guest for. And because it is Mother's Day, I don't know if I think it's Mother's Day everywhere, or I don't even know enough, at least in Canada, it'll actually be Mama Lisa that will be our guest for May 4th as our Mother's Day guest for that week. So it is a stream you're not going to want to miss. It's going to be it'll be the push for affiliate. Thank you, I appreciate it. I hope you do come in because I think that'll be awesome. But it'll be the push for affiliates. Is that's going to be hopefully the stream that pushes over for affiliates. There should be no other reason we don't make it, as long as you guys don't hate me. And I mean that's okay if you do. But I hope you guys are here to stay and hang out with me.
Only love.
Right. Yes, and so CJ answered that as well. I bypassed security. I'm in. Oh, you got past the Discord security. I see. Oh,
hey,
part of the residence.
Discord joiner.
Yeah, it's called. There isn't much security in the household. It's just kind of a door, and if you push it, it just opens. So I mean,
the door is open. So actually,
yeah, that's called. However, the security is within the household, so behave yourself. Just keep that in mind. Also, Bradley and CJ can likely get you drinks. Donovan too can also get you drinks too, if you're thirsty, because I see you're in the household, which is awesome. We'll probably do a bit of we'll give out drinks at the end of the stream, very likely as well in the Discord. So if you're in there, make sure to retain your drinks and pick them up at the
Right,
on the sofa. Sarah says, I'm trying to become affiliate by streaming once a day, but my goodness, it's so boring with an empty chat, not having people join the stream without all the fancy stuff. As we just spoke of, it's so difficult. I don't know if you were here, sir. I think you just joined after that kind of conversation finished, but go on, sorry.
You know, Sarah, a lot of that probably isn't even like your fault necessarily. Like, there's a lot more that goes into it. I mean, like, part of it is like, what games are you playing? Are you in a category that's discoverable? Are you, do you have people, maybe like friends or family giving you that, like the three average viewers that you need? Like, everyone starts off somewhere, right? Trying to get big in Overwatch. Well, let's see. So like part of like the tech, I guess you could say, when you look at any game, one of the things that you want to think about is, all right, what are my viewers? What's my viewer count, right? What's my average viewer count? And you want to compare that to like the top people in whatever game you're streaming. And this is why I always discourage people from playing like League of Legends and Valorant and Apex, like when they're starting out, that is. It's just hard to get discovered on there. You have to scroll down for basically hours to get down to the people that have 0 to 3 viewers, unless there's you're specifically looking for like a 0 viewer streamer to join in. But yeah, like a lot of it, Sarah, is probably just game category, and just like know-howing, and that's just something that comes with time. It's definitely possible though. If you're in a discoverable category, I wouldn't recommend grinding it 24/7 every single day. I just don't think that's healthy.
No. Not at all.
But being consistent in a sense, and starting your streams at the same time, having your schedule on your About Me, and Twitch has the integrated schedule as well. You should totally be using that, especially if you're trying to hit affiliate. You gotta so people know when you start. Like I start my stream 9 p.m. PST Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, always. I'm there. Like it's the whole thing, and like Brent, you starting streams on Tuesdays, like consistent, and people are going to eventually figure out when you stream, they'll be there next time. But again, getting affiliates hard, and plus you have a community of, or you're a part of a community of a lot of great streamers and helpful streamers. Mm-hmm. I would definitely reach out to all of us. Raids are a thing.
Totally.
We love to show to support to people that are trying to make it. I always if someone in my chat is being cool and hanging out, and they let me know that they're trying to get affiliate, they're going over there. I'm like, guys, we got to get this guy 50 followers. We got to get him to affiliate. And a lot more people, especially you're already part of the community. A lot more people might be inclined to help you than you might think.
Totally. That's one thing I've learned about this journey more than anything is the amount of people that are willing to support each other shocked me. Like, I know obviously there's a lot of nice people in this world. That's not like and people that are like super sweet and awesome, but for it to actually be real and people want to really help, and I can say right now, I think every single person that I've had on, easily every single person that I've had on this podcast has helped me in some sort of way, whether it be the smallest little thing or a huge thing. Is really dependent on the guest and who they are and how much I contact them. But everyone that I've talked to, and everyone in the house guests, and if you guys are on Discord, you need to do it. And especially if you're someone who's maybe thinking about becoming a content creator, or just someone who just wants to hang out and have fun and meet some new friends, go in the Discord because it'll be so dang worth it. Sarah, like you said, is about being able to chat on your phone. I get it. I streamed on a laptop for a while, a Mac laptop. Macs, that kind at least, were not made to stream. I can tell you that right now. They drop frames, they're glitchy and everything like that. It's a whole thing. But I would say is start somewhere, because if you don't start anywhere, you're not. It's better than nothing at all. And I think every single one of the guests that have been on, and I think the ones even more so the ones that are coming up, I have booked I think every single guest before they knew I had a PC. And every single one of them said yes, knowing that my content or my quality is not where I want it to be. And it's still not there 100% of where I want it to be, but it'll only improve more and more and more. And I think it's the investment that they're making now is to be one of those first people on this and making those connections now, because in the future, when I hope this blows up one day, and that I can help all the friends and all the house guests that have been on here in the past, and you and future ones, that they all can kind of grow together. Because ideally,
Absolutely.
if
Homies
we all
support homies.
right? If we all grow together, that's what betters than that. Like all your homies growing up together. Like how many times, you know, how cool it is to say like, oh, I know this person, or like this person's sort of thing, and I have this person on Discord, you know, whatever it may be. That'd be the kind of the ideal thing. And so I'm just going to go up here because I missed a lot of the chat here as I was doing that little spiel.
You're fine. You're fine.
Donovan said, I'm going to become a streamer. Actually, I laughed at this. I don't know if you saw me kind of smirk when you were.
I knew you were laughing.
I'm going to become a streamer content creator so that you so I can come on here and have Brendan ask me cool questions. Hey, Donovan,
do it.
You already know you have a spot secured if you do that. I paid to see that, says CJ. I agree. And I started on a laptop with a $20 capture card from Amazon. So, fun fact. I don't know, you missed this at CJ at the very beginning. I'm thinking about doing a giveaway. Likely an Amazon gift card for about $20. So, people who are possibly going in to become streaming, that might be what you need to start your stream. And I'd love for you to do that. I don't know all the specifics of the giveaway yet, so I don't have it for you yet. It's just anyone can win at that point. So, keep that in mind. There will be more information further out. Make sure you're there for Discord game night. It's a good way to cough. I need that.
I think we have a maybe a predetermined winner.
we will see. So just so you know, if you're the creative type, listen up. This is very likely where you might be able to shine here. The biggest thing that I need right now is a logo. I have the Bren logo, which is just Bren typed out, but it is not perfect for every little detail. That might be what the giveaway is partly about, because I need someone that can start something like that. It also might be related to if someone finds the secret commands. Because if someone can find the secret commands, it's been 3 weeks with the secret commands up and no one has found it yet. Not one.
They're too secret.
And so it won't be the one that CJ has access for, because I don't think that'd be fair. And then it'll also be able for mods to win. Cryo, what's up, dude? Cryo's one of the homies. Cryo's one of the Xbox homies. I haven't seen him in a minute. I haven't talked to him in a minute. But he is one of the homies. One of the real ones, if you will. Actually,
absolutely.
I think he lives in the same state as you as well. Fun fact.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. So
the PNW gamer. Love to hear it.
I believe. I could be wrong about that, but if as long as he hasn't moved or anything's changed recently, I believe he was. Sarah, that's exactly why I didn't have it on there, so that you do it. But if you scroll down, you can see that there's 5 redacted ones.
Oh yeah, me too, Cryo. I'm in Washington as well.
Yeah, so we got some Washington homies up in here. What's up? You see, it's meant to be for you to be here, Cryo. Glad you're in here though too. Thanks for coming and hanging out. I appreciate it. So I think as far as that, if you guys are a creative type or someone who likes doing kind of creative things, this giveaway might be for you, because I might have to relate to. We might do different giveaways. Maybe we'll do one about the commands. Maybe we'll do one that is about the creative part of it. What part? What do you mean?
I'll just. I'm in Puyallup. I grew up in Olympia, but I'm in Puyallup right now.
Okay. Sarah, is the command an inside joke or something obvious? Well, I mean, to me, it's obvious. I'm just joking. It must not be obvious because it's been 4 streams and no one's found it yet. But I will say there is a hint, and I can't go past that because that's too much. But there is a hint. If you go into the Discord and look throughout the Discord, the name of some of the commands are actually in the Discord. So keep that in mind.
Sheesh. Go in there. You join the Discord. Join Discord.
Yeah, so it's more of a
reason
to
get in there.
Discord. It's more of a reason to join the Discord. And Streamlabs knows that I'm talking about it because it popped up the spot of the residence in Discord there. So it's so keep that in mind.
We're not asking, by the way. Join. No,
he's not asking. I am, but
he's asking. I'm telling him.
So I would say is think about that.
You're in Spokane? Nice.
So it's one of those things to think about. We are getting to the end of things here. It's good. That's a good one, Sarah. I see you. Okay.
Nice. Oh, your mic just cut out.
No. My brain just
Oh,
cut
you-
out. different technologies.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
So Sarah, that would have been a good wholesome one I should have done. I didn't think about that actually. Maybe that'll be a command in the future.
That could be a good one.
Right? Yeah. Oh, you know what'd be sick is if I could get some way to put up the Discord, and so someone could it would share like the photos that we have on Discord of everyone's pets.
That's what I was thinking too. Like, or just like it links to like the most recent photo or something like that that's in there.
CJ, write that
That'd
down
be
for me
sick.
because I need to remember that for after stream, please.
That'd be sick.
What?
Here, I'll just message you right
Sure.
now. I got
That'd be
you. I
great.
got
That's great.
I
Just 'cause
got you.
What is CJ? Are you adding commands or is this things that are on there already? I'm so confused. There's like commands that I've seen in here today that I've never seen before. Okay, we're adding commands.
I
see.
got you. I got
All
you.
right.
It's in the notes.
I see. So, what you selling? Become a kid. You guys are all good things. All great ideas.
Nice tries. Nice tries.
I become a kid. Also, I saw the breads. You felt the become a kid thing. Thank you. Like I said, after the stream, I will be going through all the moderator requests, and I might be picking a couple of them that I'll be putting on there. So, if you're interested in becoming a mod, I mean, it'd be great. We call it a kid, just because we're in a household. So I would love for you guys to join that if you can. So while you guys try to figure out this command, I would love for you guys to I'm gonna get banned for spamming.
No, you're fine.
No,
fine,
you're good.
fine.
You're good.
You're not spamming. You're trying to find the secret command.
Yes.
Completely
You're treasure hunting. It's different.
You're treasure hunting.
I can't ban you ever. Exactly. CJ's not gonna ban you. I'm Streamlabs.
The green sword is spoken. You're safe.
Streamlabs. I don't know. Streamlabs is a little bit of a wild card, but I mean CJ.
Yeah.
I mean CJ has access to wild cards so that we can fix it.
No, I noticed like your Streamlab like with Cam when he was on the show like it was like auto modding people, and like I have that problem all the time. People get auto modded for like the weirdest things in my streams.
I'm very lucky to have CJ who was able to cut
Yeah.
the shit with Streamlabs, but that's all right. It's all good now. So I do have a question for you. One that's prepped up. I know we've kind of gone off the questions for a little bit, but that's all right. We're gonna come back to it a little bit. Yeah. We are nearing the end of it too, which is sad. So actually, before I go into this, and I feel like I've said this 100 times, exclamation mark guest. Ooh, I like that command. Exclamation mark.
Ooh, that's a good one. Treasure hunt. Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Boomer.
Yeah. Actually, I'm thinking more ideas as I'm doing this here, so I'm gonna write this down before I forget.
No, you're good. You're good.
Sorry. But go follow exclamation mark guest. You'll see all those links. Go follow them. You're silly if you're not.
Thank you very much. I always appreciate it.
Okay.
Game idea. That's a good one.
It's not bad. Give the people a hint. What do you mean a hint? I've given people
That's
hints.
cheating.
Let me see. Hang
Here,
on.
give the hint. It's
Hang
in the
on.
Discord.
Let me see. The Discord one is quite a big hint, to be fair. Let me think. Hold on. I gotta say something that's not gonna give it away right away.
Don't just give it away though.
I know.
Don't give in. All right, don't give in to them, okay? Sarah is putting in work to be fair to figure it out. That's true. I respect that.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a hint for one of them. Not all of them. One of them.
Let's go.
This also relates to the Discord, so keep that in mind. You will find the actual answer in the Discord if you look hard enough.
Command that's deep. That's a good one.
It is. That was it.
That's a good one. I like
that was actually it.
Oh, that's it?
I don't know if you guys saw that. If you guys want to do it, you can hit it again. It might have a cooldown time. I don't know. But Donovan actually just hit it. I don't know if you guys, if anyone saw that. You have to be watching stream to see it.
I didn't see it. What happened?
Okay, so let me see if I can get it to work here again.
Yeah, do it again.
I swear Donovan's probably like crying right now. So if you see in the bottom corner, right underneath our guest, there's a little thing that says, "That's deep."
There it is. Hey. That's deep.
So that is one.
That's
the
the first one that
commands.
anyone's found, right?
It's the first one that anyone has ever found. is
Hey,
that That's deep.
y'all are here for history.
You are. That is the
Y'all are
first
here for
ever
history on
command
connections.
that anyone has ever found. Is that Steve? So I'm just gonna keep on spamming here just so everyone can kind of see it. I don't like you. I'm not saying.
I know Sarah put in all the work, and Donovan just swooped it.
I think that was Donovan's first guess too.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's guessed. That was the second one actually. That was a good guess.
You don't have to like me.
That's okay. So Donovan, message me on Discord. Also, too, I saw Brad. You said you wanted to message as well. Hit me in Discord, and yeah, of course I'll message you. Of course, I'm the favorite mod.
Well.
Sarah, excuse me. I'm just kidding. I would say though is Donovan message me in Discord so we can talk about this. I got some ideas. For stuff like this too. You're actually the first one. Congratulations. We will change it after the stream too to have your name beside it because you're the first one that found it. And on today, April
Badge of
13th.
honor.
Congratulations. So actually, so we can get back into the questions here because we've been on a chat stream for a little bit, which is totally okay.
That's all good. It's all good. It's my favorite kind of shit.
You're right. Is if you could ask a single person one question, just one, and they had to answer and they had to answer completely truthfully. Who would you ask, and what would you ask? And I think you guys just heard my PC go off. I didn't know that it actually did that. Cryo, stop messaging me. You're gonna set it up, and they can be dead or alive.
Dang, that's a really tough one. Jeez, I gotta think about that. I would ask. This is a weeb answer. And some of the weebs might get it. It's kind of a weeb meme too. I would ask Hayao Miyazaki if he actually thinks anime was a mistake. That's a little bit of a weeb answer. It's kind of a meta meme, but
as I said, I don't have any knowledge into it. So I'm sorry. I don't have any.
Hayao Miyazaki is the director for all like the Studio Ghibli films.
Yeah.
And one of the famous memes of him is him saying that anime is a mistake, and that like they'll compare like his older films to like some like the some might say trashy anime that is around today. So I would ask him if he actually thinks anime is a mistake.
Okay. That's fair. I mean, it's fair.
Yeah. I know that's kind of like a niche answer, but I'm just like that's the only one I can really think of. Like I would honestly say.
Cryo, yeah. I just so you guys know, I'm gonna expose you, Cryo. No I'm kidding. Cryo just said that we should play Xbox soon. So actually, so you know, Cryo, because you haven't been in there a little bit, right behind me is a brand new PC. So
Gamer.
Unfortunately, I have unplugged my Xbox and I don't have it spot right for it right now. I'm not saying it's never gonna come back, but it's something that I haven't been able to play recently because of this brand new PC. But I do miss you. We'll have to figure out something else to possibly play. Maybe we can find something that we can both play on PC and Xbox. I think it'd be cool as well. But I dropped a bit of a bag on this bad boy over here, so we're gonna be using it for a minute here just to get it.
Oh, it's a beauty.
All the use. So you're giving that to me, right? You know how many people have asked me this if I can ship it to them or send it to them? Like it's incredible. I mean, you're gonna have to probably share it with like 20 people. That's a lie. You always add the D. What are we talking about here? Right? For sure. So, we're probably getting to the end here. So what's going to happen, so you know, and the chat knows, we're going to ask one last question. It's usually the question that we love asking at the end. You guys might already know it if you guys have started to catch on to what I'm doing here. It is also, after that though, I'm going to give the floor to you. I'm going to let you just shout out anything you'd like, because you've been able to sit on the hot seat for a while, so I'll let you use your the seat that you've been warmed into to shout out anything you'd like to do or anything you'd like to say as well. But we'll do that at the very end. While I go and find us a raid, we will see what
gamer
for sure. So my last and final question for you is, if your life was a movie, what would the title be and why?
Great question. That's a very hard question as well. it would be titled "The Epic Gamer and His Epic Misadventures" or some shit like that. But it'd be completely ironic. I say like epic gamer all the time and stuff like that, and that's like a big part of like the inside jokes on my stream.
Love it.
It's just kind of like the vocabulary that I use, and I just think that would be omega funny. Like, I don't know. That's a really that's a fucking thinker though. Like, I don't know if that would actually be the title of the movie, but I think I'm gonna go with that for now. And that's just because it's silly. It's a silly answer, but that's truthful. That's what I can think of at the moment.
Fair enough. So
Yeah.
I think mine for you would be like the technological brain of the epic gamer. I think.
Oh, that'd be a great one. That'd be a fucking great one.
Just because, like,
yeah, absolutely.
Like, you definitely have the gamer side of it, but you also are like very researched and smart about very particular things that not many people like
absolutely
deep dive into. And
I do want to say, I am in the Discord. If any of you out there are streamers and you have questions or you need tips or help or anything, feel free to DM me. It's totally cool. Again, I know more than I probably let off about just Twitch in general.
For sure.
And like, worst thing that can happen is I can just be like, I don't know, which I probably know something. I love helping people out. That's what I'm most passionate about. And I love helping out other streamers. So if you all have any questions, please hit me up.
Awesome. So Sarah, sorry, what games are we playing? Which one do you mean? Are you talking about our lovely guest Justin, or are you talking about games night tomorrow, or something else? Also, we do not have a self-promotion page on Discord. There is a reason for that. We do what is called sock on the wall, or sorry, sock on the door, I think. Something like that. It is under renovation right now. That door is under renovation right now. So we're trying to figure out what we're going to do with it, because obviously we want to help promote all of our house guests, but I realize that would also bring down the value of that channel. So we're going to figure something out different about it, as well as the self-promotion. I want to be able to promote the people that I believe in and I trust, and I'm all here for prayers. And if you ever send me a DM of any of your stuff, I will for sure check it out. And if you're someone who I would agree with would be a good guest on the show, I'd love to have you on, and I will definitely talk about that if it's something that you have some sort of thing like that. So unfortunately, I don't have a self promotion for that reason.
That is a 100% valid way to go about it too. Like me personally, I love to be particular about who I promote as well. I want to help the people that really want it, and that like have shown that this is like what they want to do, and like they put the effort in, and like that those are the people I want to support. There's nothing wrong with like supporting the people that you want to support, and like directing people to those people specifically. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah, and so that's the thing, Sarah, is that there is the value of someone putting their own link out there to me putting someone else's link out there. I would hope is going to be a little bit more valuable to most people
100%.
and other people to check out, because they have kind of my stamp of approval rather than just someone just throwing in the Discord. And I've also seen a lot of people that do have self-promotion that sometimes that's all the Discord talks about, and it really spams out the Discord.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, it's not what I would like to do. However, you said click the profile and be able to pull up the stream. Exactly. So that's where you can see that's where all the house guests that I personally promote and people that I've talked to in the past and who've had to go through the hot seat, they get that privilege of being able to be in that house guest position. And if you know anyone, you are someone who's a streamer, or if you have any ideas of who I can, someone who might be a good guest, keep in mind there is certain things that I might not bring on someone for certain reasons. Maybe there's not a click or something like that. The main reason is for me to connect with someone, to hear their story and how they view life. So not everyone's going to be
Thank you, Cryo.
Sorry?
Oh, I just said thank you, Cryo. Yeah,
for sure. Cryo. Thank you, Cryo. That's awesome. Someone is definitely a good investment, as I said earlier today. I would say is if those people might not be the perfect if they don't have those three things, they might not be the perfect candidate to come on the stream, and that's okay. It doesn't mean that they're a bad streamer in any way. But if you guys have any ideas, let me know. Discord is always a good place to let me know certain things, whether it's a private message or in the Discord, what you selling. It's always a good one too. Please don't spam it with self-promotion. That will get you banned on Discord, because that's not what, like I said, what it's for. However, we are having a Discord game night tomorrow, so please come check it out. It'll be definitely worth it. But as I'm going to go get this raid ready, I'm going to give you the floor to promote anything you'd like for self-promotion.
Honestly, my dude, you've done more than enough in that sense for me tonight, just with the guest command thing, and I really appreciate it, my dude. And to be honest, again, like ever since I was lucky enough to have you like you be a part of that raid 2 months ago. Again, I love what you're doing. I'm so honored to be here. You know, and it means a lot. I really believe in what you're doing. I think it's fucking awesome.
Thank you.
And overall, I just really appreciate it, man. And it's been fantastic. And again, like the only thing I could ever really like self promote for me is just my links, and that's you've already done more than enough in that.
So exclamation mark chat is what we're saying is you gotta hit that and go follow him if you haven't already. Just like how Cryo perfectly demonstrated earlier, is that's what you're gonna do.
And again, I guess I'll just do a little explanation. So right now, guys, I do have a bit of a niche that I stream. I'm a Resident Evil 4 speedrunner. And if that's for you, fantastic. I actually, one of the things that I do a little bit differently than other speedrunners, though, I'm very incredibly interactive with my chat while I'm speedrunning, which leads to a lot of sometimes misplays, you could say. But, you know, I'm. It's more about me interacting with chat than it's about the speedrun. The speedrun's just the backdrop. You know what I'm saying? That's just a party trick.
Get you in the door.
Get you in the door. You know, that's the party trick. But no, that's pretty much what I do. I will eventually be looking to do other games. Primarily, I stick to speedruns and challenge runs. So if you're into that kind of thing, you could definitely get some value out of that. And again, a lot of the times, like specifically last night, crazy things happen in my stream. Brendan happens to be there when they happen.
True.
And you know, we'll often like divert and go into like a hype train, or we'll be freaking out and having a good time.
It's worth it.
Thank you guys. But no, thank you. That's pretty much all I could say. And of course, through my stream, I have a pretty strong community of not only my audience but fellow streamers as well that I would love to help y'all like find. Again, just other people that have been really putting in the work and that I really think deserve the limelight, and people that I want to have you get in contact with as well, and then maybe eventually show up on connections.
Sounds good for sure. Yeah, and let me know if you have anyone.
Yeah,
to help you
like I said before, there are a couple people that I absolutely want to send your way, and I think it would be perfect for this. But obviously, you know, that's up for you to decide. But I can definitely get some people your way.
Those links, dog. Okay, one sec. So I'm just chatting today is very overstreamed. I don't know if that's a word, but like there's a lot of streamers in just chatting today. So I'm trying to get down to someone that could use our help, if you will.
That's what I'm saying. Like just chatting, it's very saturated. It's hard to find those people at the bottom down there. It's tough.
Trying to find some new friends here, and it's
make some new friends.
I'm trying to see here too, because what we're gonna do is we always want to ask these people questions, see what they're like. Maybe they could be the next person on Connections, because I think that'd be pretty cool, right?
Absolutely. I mean, like again, look what happened to me. Like, you know,
exactly. You're from a raid too. Exactly. See,
yeah,
perfect point.
I'm from a raid. Yeah, that's how I got here, and I'm so happy that I am.
I'm happy you're here too.
If you ever do another show besides Connections, I would love to come hang out as well.
I will keep you in mind and keep you updated if we do, for sure.
For sure.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to redo this scroll down, so it's gonna be a little bit longer for the raid. However, this gives you guys more time to exclamation mark guest and follow our guest and go see our guest.
Thank you.
Ooh, okay. Hang on. We got one that's popped up for me here as someone I might like. Let's see here. So I'm just gonna turn up the volume so it might be loud, guys.
It's dope. That's super dope. Damn, dude, we got a UK homie.
Okay.
Now we got a couple UK homies. That's a lot of people.
Have we found our target?
I think we have. I recognize this guy, and I don't know why, but I recognize him from somewhere. So I don't know if I've watched him before or if it's just totally random. I think it's totally random. But let's go find out. We're gonna go say hi either way. So for the raid, we're going to be raiding. Sorry, I lost the name of it now. Give me 1 second. Let's see here. We are going to raid. OBS goes there. Perfect. Raiding Sping _ AI.
Gamer.
I think yeah, okay, we go. So, for you guys, thank you so much again for joining us. This has been a really interesting podcast where we talked a lot about technical things, which I'm glad it got to that point, because that's something that you do very, very well. If you guys can, jump in that raid. Before the raid, jump in the Discord, follow Justin, and be ready for tomorrow night, because games night is going to be pretty crazy. 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow, Wednesday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It'll be worth it. I promise you. Also, if you're going in the raid, I really hope you are. I see 9 viewers in there. I feel like we're missing a couple people, though. I feel like we're missing a few people in that raid. So I hope you guys are going to the raid. Go in there. Say hi to our new friend.
Say hi.
Go say hi for me. And go say hi. Like, I'm gonna go say hi too, but like, go say hi and be like, "Yo, like, what's up? Hope you come in the household soon." Try and get this next person for our show. See if maybe we can get him. Hopefully we can book him for May. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, and if not, yeah, exactly. Just go spread positivity. Maybe go follow him. Go hit him with some love. I will see you guys there. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. It's been nice meeting you, Justin.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Well.
Thank you.
You take care. Thanks everyone for hanging out.
Man.
We'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully. Peace out.
Peace.